Okay. The day was an eventful day and not in a positive way. Guess a couple minutes before stream, everything decided to just shit the bed. OBS didn't want to connect to Twitch. Then my computer decided to freak out with a numlock error, and that took me forever to figure out. And it was just, uh, it's always a fun time when everything decides to shit the bed at the same time right before you need to do your stuff. But hopefully everything's working properly. Um, we'll see how long this stream today is. If if stuff kind of shits the bed again, I might have to. Well, not. I mean, I'll have to stop the stream, and then I'll have to go forward and figure out some other stuff. Probably have to do like a deep clean, even though I ran some virus checks and nothing came up, so I don't think that's the problem. So hopefully the solution was that, and we're good to go. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. That's really good. This lets us redo our chaos dungeons to get gear from it. I'm definitely not gonna claim that anytime soon. Like, I'll probably claim that towards like the end of the month or something. We get 50 payons, some more stuff. 100,000 sailing coins. I need that. Pouches. Ooh, breath selection. That'll be nice. Phoenix plumes. Leap stones. That's not bad. Those stones. That's not bad. More engravings. Special honing special material. I think those are like shards and stuff. Yeah. Rapport. Ooh, class engraving ones. That's nice. Destruction stones. Fusion materials. Luna task daily completes. Legendary rapport selection. Hard packs. I wouldn't mind having more hard packs in the monthly login. Minor life energy. Some ship enhancement stuff. Hard XP. More life energy. What was this? 5,000 pirate coins. That's always new. Nice to have. Ooh. Boss rush tickets. 3 of them. That's really good. Purple glass engraving books. That's also very good. 10 of them. That's very, very good. And then 10 rare card packs. Kind of unfortunate because, to be honest, with the current state of my cliff set or whatever, I need legendary and like uncommon card packs is what I'm going for. It's not bad. I think the logins are pretty good. All right, is this
Do you require assistance?
this is the event? I think I'm gonna try to do it on my I'm gonna wait to do it on my yeah, Grand Prix. I'm gonna do the Grand Prix and stuff on my scrapper. But oh man, hopefully the solution I did solve the problem. At first I thought it might have been the keyboard because I kind of like spilled a little bit of water in it, but I dried it out like immediately and I took all the keys off to like dry it out and stuff like that. Um, but then I unplugged this keyboard and I plugged another keyboard in, and that keyboard had the same exact issue. So that lets me know that it's not a keyboard problem. There's something wrong with the computer problem.
You're
So I had to
back.
start looking up, and then I ended
I
up
was
having to
waiting
like
for you.
crack into the
There
BIOS
are
and
matters that need your
turning
approval.
off the numlock stuff.
You can go check
And
it out in the office.
so far that's fixed it.
Why are you looking at
So
me
hopefully
like
that
that?
keeps this.
We
So that
have
was
good
the
stuff
fix.
too.
That it was just that was a problem, and I don't have to worry about it at least for a while. If I have to worry about it, let it be like further down the line. Let it not be the day. I've had enough computer excitement for one day. Nice. So that fix came through. The UI fix is done. Care about that one. Don't really care about that one. those are kind of whatever. I think I might. I'll research that one just to have. I'll research that. The crafting workshop is whatever. Dispatch. Mission complete. I almost have enough reporters to report Providence stones to get my get the dress for the scrapper, which would be nice. Oh, I wonder how much of the well, I wonder if anybody's selling the omen skins yet and for how much. Because I feel like the omen skins are gonna make these skins cheaper since these have already been on the market for a while. Actually, these are not as expensive as I thought they were. I guess a lot of people don't like the helmet for the assassin. Let's see. Yeah, the platinum stuff's still going to be at the top. Yeah, I had imagined that these were probably going to be sold for a pretty penny. I don't really plan on buying I don't plan on using royal crystals to buy any of the omen stuff. I'm gonna see if I can luck out and get like some weapons. The weapons for Scrapper and Berserker. I think for Scrapper I might have a good chance of getting the weapons for a decent price. For Berserker, that'll be debatable. I feel like those swords are gonna be really popular. So. But I have a bit of coin I'm willing to burn for the omens. The omens look pretty cool, so. And they're limited skins. So basically, the price they are now is not going to be the price they'll be in a month when they leave the shop. I wouldn't be surprised if there'll probably be like a recurring one, like every X amount of, like every couple months or something, they bring them back. I wouldn't really be too surprised about that. See. This is what it looks like on the Shadow Hunter. The weapons won't change colors, but I like it. Like a lot of people didn't like the Shadow Hunter stuff, but I liked it. I like the outfit or the assassin stuff. I liked it. You could also just get the weapon. So if worst comes to worst, I'll just like spend the $6 and get the weapon. Also, that's finally showing the 1150 that it should be. That's nice. Because I only really care for the weapon. Then there's the special package you can get that also comes with a mount. The horse looks pretty cool, but I think the Vanquisher horse personally looks cooler. There it goes. Also, I was wrong. I thought that this horse was the one that I thought the Vanquisher was this horse, but it's not. This is a different horse. Okay, so the effect actually changes color. That was one thing I saw a lot of people complain about the Cerberus mount, is that like the flames don't change colors based on what mount you have. So like it looks kind of jank on some mount colors, but this one doesn't have that issue. The ghosts that it summons, the color changes based on like the color of the effect on the horse. That's a pretty good touch. But if you want the horse, you have to shell out $38. That's actually cheaper than what I was expecting. $38 for that, $24 for the weapon, for just the weapon, and for the weapon and the costume. Then it's $20 for just the skin, and then $6.50 for the well, basically $10 because there's no $6.50 roll crystal cost for just the weapon. So I think that's actually pretty good. Now the question is I wonder how they're gonna handle the unreleased classes yet. Because, for instance, Destroyer and Arcana both have a Destroyer, Arcana, Summoner. All three of those have oh, and Lance Master. Like those classes have Omen weapons, and like we don't have them in the game. So I don't know if like if you get the Omen box, like the weapon box now, if you can hold on to it and then like open it later on like any of those classes to get their skin, or if it's gonna be like the Northern Lawmaker stuff, where if it's not in the game when the skin drops on the shop, you won't get it. Also, oh yeah, let's look at the login again. So this login runs from the 10th to the of March, which is today, till the 14th of April. Um, if the schedule, if this becomes an indication, it means that the April update will be on the 14th of April. So, and then hopefully we'll get a roadmap soon, so we can kind of figure out like what actually is coming. So, the Copium in me was hoping for a roadmap today, but the whatchamacallit, the me that knows better is there's probably the best our best bet for a roadmap is more than likely Saturday. Oh, you get event coins from everything. So it's not just the, oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, are these roster bound? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I thought you only got them from the Grand Prix, but you get them also from just doing stuff in the game. That's really fucking cool. I heard the vendor has a lot of good stuff on it, and so that'll be nice. So today is Ghost Ship, Chaos Gate, and Adventure Isle. So that means I can save a insta completion token on my well, for the Ghost Ship today. I'll do today's Ghost Ship. I'll just go to the 461 and kill the Ghost Ship. That way I can just save and use the I'll have completion instant past completions for future stuff. Oh, I think that's the, yep, that's the great sword. That's the Berserker with the Omen set. I'm pretty sure that sword's gonna be super fucking expensive. I'm hoping the scrapper stuff isn't as expensive. Yeah, we'll accept yours. I'm gonna go to low paying first because low paying I think is like right here. Yeah. So I'll go to low paying first. I'll pick those up. And then we'll do the whatchamacallit. Today should be the last day for Whispering Islet. So this character is about to be just full on low paying dailies for quite a while. Actually I'll see in a second when Tuki Isle is supposed to pop back up. Let's see. When is Tuki Isle? Grand Prix is in 13 minutes. Tuki Isle is in an hour, so I'll probably be on the Striker for that. So I'll just wait for the Striker. So I'll do the 2 low paying dailies on this. And then just to get some silver influx going. Today's gonna be a long day because after stream I then have the luxury to try to figure out what the hell is going on with OBS and why it doesn't want to connect to my Twitch account. I've seen a lot of like back and forth, people claiming that it's the Twitch issue, people claiming it's an OBS problem. So like currently I'm kind of finagling it a bit. So I'll see if I have to look into, basically I probably should have turned it on earlier in the day, because if I did I probably would have had enough instead of like doing some of my grinds on my gacha game. I could have been fixing that problem, because I'm pretty sure if I uninstall it I'm gonna have to mess around with it again and like redo all the settings and stuff, and that's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. But hopefully not. Well, actually I think with the uninstaller I might be able to just like uninstall the program but leave all the scenes and settings like, and I don't know, we'll see. All I know is I didn't want to do that now, and then but then lo and behold, when it rains it pours, and then my computer decided to like shit the bed just before stream with going crazy with the keyboard and stuff. So then that took another like 30 minutes to try to figure out what to do. So today's been eventful. Today's been very eventful and not in ways I would like. So, but at least we got things kind of set up and figured out, so I don't have to worry about that. And then we just carry on and move forward with it. So we'll do it. The March update is out. Oh, I need to see in the settings because I'm kind of copium hoping that they snuck in the head attack, back attack markers, because I feel like everybody's complaining about like classes and content and whatever, and I'm sitting here like, can I get the markers please for head attack and back attack, because I need that shit. I need it bad. Let's see. Maybe the dream. Doing gameplay, controls, display, go combat. I imagine it would have been here if it was gonna be anywhere. UI. Pretty. No. Combat. Rest in Rescate en paz. The hope is dead. Long live the Pope. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Alright, so on to about the Omen skins. I feel like, whatchamacallit, I feel like the Assassin skin, I saw a lot of people didn't like the Assassin skin on the forums and stuff, and I'm not sure why. I guess maybe for Deathblade, I think there's a lot of cool Deathblade armors in the game, but for Shadowhunter, for sure, like 100%. Shadowhunters, like most of Shadowhunter's armors in the game, to me, like, look at this. This looks like I'm going to like a banquet, like a formal banquet. Like you take the cape off and you take the the shoulder pads off, and it looks like you're going to something. It's like a fancy dinner. I don't look like I'm about to go like kill a demon in this outfit. Like, it doesn't have anything to do, and I'm not even going on the whole skin exposed, whatever. No, it just looks too fancy. It doesn't look like something an assassin that specializes in killing demons would wear. So to me, the Omen like armor set for the assassin on a Shadowhunter looks A+, 10 out of 10. I feel like the Omen set for warriors is probably never really gonna go out of style, especially if anybody who's played World of Warcraft and like played a Death Knight is going to have that warrior skin on like all their warriors, because it very much triggers the nostalgia of like Death Knights and Lich King and stuff like that from World of Warcraft. The weapons themselves look stellar, like on pretty much all the classes. Actually, what I'm curious about, because I don't think they would have, but people were wondering if they were gonna add skins for like Striker, Gunslinger for Omens, because they didn't have. They did. Yo, those look sick, dude. Those look fucking sick. What does a Gunslinger get? I think those are different than the War Dancer ones. I don't think they're just like a recolor or like a reskin. Oh, that looks so cool. Yeah, I think it's slightly different, because like for instance, I think Deadeye's is doesn't look like that. That's the Arthentine, that's a platinum set. Where's the Omen weapons? Are they all getting like instantly bought up by the like 3 Deadeyes? Let's see, Abyss Omen. No, it's not gonna show me on this. Give me the so Lawmaker. I feel like they're all getting just like bought up for the Deadeyes. That or people just aren't putting them out for Deadeyes. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So then let's compare the War Dancer ones then. War Dancer. That's the Platinum Lawmaker. There we go. Oh no, they just gave them the other class. I mean, that's fine. These look sick. Like, I'm pretty sure My War Dancer buddy is probably gonna run those. What is a... Out of curiosity, what do the Deathblade ones look like? Because I don't think I got a good look at the Deathblade ones. Strange Judgment Sword, I think that's just, yeah, that's just the platinum one. Well, those look good. I don't think, personally, I don't feel like they're... Yo, look at that. Look at that. Yo, that looks so good. Yep, I feel like the Omen set was definitely like the right choice for them to start off with. My only hope now is whatever class comes out in April at least comes out. My top like hope is that it comes out before the April update so that you can get the Omen skin for that class. But I'm like 90% sure that they're not going to release the new class ahead of the April update, which means that if like whatever, basically I'm pretty sure whatever class comes out on the April update, if you wanted the Omen skin for that, you're probably boned. Oh, right here. So, which is unfortunate because the Destroyer hammer for Omen looked amazing. And I think the Arcana set also looked pretty cool. Wait, but if that's the case, then I'm guessing that they just gave because there's no sorceress. Sorceress wasn't out when the Omen set first was introduced, but I'm pretty sure that if they just gave Striker the War Dancer gloves and Gunslinger the Deadeye guns, I'm pretty sure they probably just gave Sorceress the Summoner stick, and that's probably gonna make the Summoners a little salty because they're like, I could be playing that on my Summoner, but instead I'm here on the Sorceress using it. Don't worry, I feel you. I feel you. I also wish that to be honest, this is one of the times that I dislike the West being super anal about gender locking, because I'm pretty sure if that wasn't the case, we probably would have just launched with the same launch classes that like all the other regions, and then it probably would have come out like in order, like all the other regions. So, you know, it happens. But then again, you know, that means that it still means that people still wouldn't have been happy because people would have wanted a main Gunslinger, and Gunslinger wouldn't have been out. There would have been the Striker crowd that they wouldn't have had. Yeah, like the sort that blah blah blah. Like basically, without releasing every class in the game at once, nobody would have been happy. And while it would have been cool, I don't think on like I don't think on like I don't think it would have been possible. Like they already had to delay the game, I think a handful of times to get it out, and I don't think they wanted to delay the game anymore. So, and skill potions, baby. Give me my skill potion. Reputations in progress. Skip to the end. Ooh. Got the Shadow Priest. Nice. 5 more days and I get my ghost ship. Look at this skill potion. Beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. That means this daily may now remove itself from my favorites list. I said good day, sir. Alright, go to the unavailable real quick because I want to where is special delivery Vern? And now I'm going to Song of Return. We're going to do our 2 Chaos Dungeons. I'm going to let rest accrue on this character for Guardian raids, and I don't plan on doing Abyss dungeons on alts today. My main goal is kind of to just kind of speed run through the Shadow Hunter and the Striker alts to get their like Chaos dungeons and their Unatas dailies done. And then I'm gonna go on to the Berserker and try to see if I think I might have enough stuff to like between all of the like all the vendors to get him. I think I should have enough to at least get him to plus 14 across the board. At least if I don't fail too many times, because that's the other issue. Is I I already failed a lot with 90%, so I don't particularly think my my chances of of getting a plus 14 with one tapping everything is very high. But we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we get. Do I have my preemptive strike on? Yes, I do. I like that and got a tier 1 preemptive strike extra on the Berserker, and I just... Oh no, I think I got it on the... So, if you have like alts in like tier 1, tier 2, you can go run like the Necromancer dungeons for a really quick like attempt at trying to get the legendary card, because it has a decent drop chance. Like it's probably I mean, like, the drop chance for it is low. I think it's like 0.8% or something like that. But at the end of the day, I think it still has a higher chance than getting a legendary card out of like a card pack. So I think at the end of the day, like, I think it's still just worth doing. And then you kind of like make someone's life a little easier, give them a quick run of the tier 1 abyssals on an alt or something. I know I am always appreciative when I run my ults through the tier 1 abyssals and like they're just getting carried by people who came down to do card runs. Like my Berserker got carried through his the Belshazzar, the Hildebrandt Palace one. He had a 14-15 Gun Lancer show up. Fucking Chad, I love him. You're the best, because I was worried about whether we were going to be able to complete, like, you know, how much of a pain that dungeon was going to be, because I hate the boulder phase so much. Even though we still had to deal with the boulder phase, but the Gun Lancer basically murdered her through the boulder phase, so it didn't even matter. It's kind of funny, actually. So I know some people probably don't like that because they're like, I want to experience the dungeon or whatever, but if you're gonna do that, you could also just like party found instead of match made, and then that way you can like control what gear score level you have. I for one don't care too much about getting stuck and struggling on tier 1, tier 2 stuff. Tier 3 stuff will be fun. I mean, like, Gate of Paradise wasn't too bad. I don't think I'll do the third one again, though. That was a bit much. I mean, we figured it out, and we had a really smooth... When we downed it, we basically downed it with everybody alive, so... It's kind of whatever, but... when you mess up, it's not really, like... I don't know, it's a lot of shit going on, and I didn't really... Well, to be honest, the one I really did enjoy was, like, Sea of Indolence, phase 1 of the last boss. Because that boss, definitely, it's not, like... When you die to a mechanic on the first phase of the last boss on Sea of Indolence, it's not like, you know, you're not like, oh, I can do that better, because I can just, like, you know, I can... play the mechanic better or this. No, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, could you stop spamming your stupid AoEs that petrify people like for like 3 seconds? Like, bruh, it was so annoying. Especially because at least from what I've seen, I don't think any other like raid has that sort of mechanic where they're just, well, maybe they do, but like, he's just annoying because the only parts you can hit are his legs, and then like his legs are what he uses to petrify. Then you get petrified, then you get stuck outside of an annihilation, and then you're just like GG. Because most people they tend to ignore people that get petrified. That fight gets a lot easier if you're in a group that people are willing to help bust other people out, because people getting stuck in petrification in the Sea of Indolence is less they need to learn how to play the game, and more like that boss just sucks. Like, if you play melee, it's not a will I get petrified, it's when am I gonna get petrified, because honestly, like, that's just how it is. I had like a run where I basically played my, like, probably to the best that I could play, and I still got petrified like 2 or 3 times through the run in like phase 1. Phase 2, it's a lot harder to get petrified, because his moves are a bit more obvious, and in my opinion, like, I generally don't tend to get petrified in phase 2. But phase 1, it's just like the only place you can attack him are his legs, and then his legs are where his source of petrification. So as a melee, and then he back kicks. Like, it's not even like he front kicks, right? So, you know, he just back kicks, and you're just like, ugh. This is like, please go away. Just stop. So the I will say, I think Gate of Paradise, the second gate is probably my favorite. I really feel like the fights in the second gate are pretty fun. You have the big like ghost pirate at the beginning, and then you get followed up by the weird like siren underwater creature lady. Oh, that gives 100 per. Nice. Ooh, what's this? Ether Predator. Useless. Well, useless for selling, but useful for filling up my engravings. I am very much of the camp that even you should never throw away green like engraving books, even if they aren't worth a lot. You should always like at least unlock the, or at least you shouldn't throw them away unless you're unless you already have them learned, like, you know, like 2020 of the green, 2020 of the blue, so on and so forth, because you never know when they're gonna like rework an engraving and all of a sudden it's gonna go from being total dog shit to being actually really good for like a specific class, or you never know when it'll be like good for a class like in the future you want to play, like Barricade. Currently Barricade is only really used on Gunlancer. But if you plan on playing a scouter and plan on doing the Iron Man build, like Barricade is really, really good on a scouter because they have shields almost the whole time because they're constantly in Iron Man form. Same thing with Stabilized Status. Stabilized Status is the opposite of Master's Tenacity, where as long as you're above 80% health, you get a damage boost. Well, I don't think it's the like it's like a very highly rated scouter DPS engraving. If I'm not mistaken, it's still considered like a really good budget one, just because again, if you're doing the Iron Man build, the health is based off of your health, not the health of the shield. So as long as you're above 80% and you have a shield up that's soaking up all that damage, like you're gonna have the stabilized status damage boost going out. So that's really, I feel like, you know, stuff like that, like people kind of like gloss over and do whatever. There's also just like certain engravings that are really good early on. Like I feel like Lightning Fury is a really good engraving, at least in tier 1 and tier 2, because you're struggling to get like all of your engravings anyway to even go. But I had a pretty easy time having level 3 Lightning Fury, just because one, it's really cheap on the auction house. I think it only cost me like 40 gold to get enough blue books to basically get, you know, the +6 for the engraving book. And then I lucked out and got an ability stone that gave me, that basically combined between the two of them. I had level 3 Lightning Fury, and I had some like, I MVP'd a good number of like tier 2 abyssal dungeons and stuff with that. It's also really nice because it deals lightning damage, and Gate of Paradise, the bosses take increased lightning damage, if I'm mistaken. So it's like a win-win. I don't think it's as good in like tier 3 though, because I feel like, because the problem with Lightning Fury is if it procs, like bleeds will proc it, right? So if you have an ability that applies bleed, or you have a bleed rune on, it'll proc the Lightning Fury stacks, and if you're not near the boss when the Lightning Fury stack goes off, well, that's it, GG. Because Lightning Fury procs on you, not on the boss. So hence why you're the one that builds the stack, not the boss. I feel like it'd probably be even stronger if it was like a dot stack on the boss instead of a buff stack on you. So that way, like, you know, the lightning hits the boss every time, like regardless of where you're at. But I also feel like it might actually become overpowered like that, because or they would have to like limit what procs it. Like they would basically have to go in and not let bleed runes proc it, because it'd be really easy to abuse that with bleed runes if it was like a debuff on the boss instead of a buff on your character. But I also feel that it also helps you to probably transition to something like Master of Ambush and stuff like that, because while you know it doesn't have the positional requirements of Master of Ambush, so you know while you're getting used to the fight and just dealing damage where you can, you'll get plenty of time out of it. It still requires you to be near the boss when it goes off, so I still feel like it's still a good engraving to use to kind of like condition yourself to try to learn how far away you can get without being too far away, so that you can promptly get back on the boss like at a moment's notice. Because that's a good in almost any MMO, that's like the #1 thing. That's like the biggest skill that you basically learn for bosses is how far away can you get, like how close can you stay to the boss so that you don't get hit by the mechanic, but you can get on the you know, re-get on the boss as fast as possible. So I feel like those are just essential MMO skills to learn. And I feel like Lightning Fury is an engraving that's really good for that. Like it's pretty rewarding, and it helps you kind of like try to, one, you keep track of your stacks and you go into it and stuff like that. So I think Lightning Fury, which I decided to try it because Saint Tone talked about it on stream early on, and after using it, I really do think it's stronger than people give it credit for. So that's my 2 cents on that, baby. Alright, any of these any good? Emergency Rescue, Expert, Broken Bone Adrenaline, Expert Propulsion. Nada. Not a damn thing. Specialization. This one probably would have been good if this was like a tier 3 ring. Crit expertise. Right. Demonic impulse. Nothing really good. That's okay. Because we don't care too much about this character. Right. Nero. I wanted to rename the cat to something, but I kind of like the name Nero. I feel like it's pretty cool. See, on the second page, goes in there, put that in there. Those are the untradeable ones. Alright. I still kind of wish that Chaos Gates were like per character. Just so I can get maps for like tier 1 on like the Shadow Hunter, but it is what it is. Alright, to the Striker. Again, we are speedrunning the Striker and Shadow Hunter alt to try to get to the Berserker ASAP. Because the Berserker is pretty close to tier 2. As you can see, he's 566. Oh, I also need to change my thing. And 8. Yep. Alright. It's just the weekly guild stuff. Which reminds me, I need to get on my main and set up the guild research and stuff like that. Donation. Anybody else on? He's on. Oh, not that one. Research. No, he does this one. Yeah, weekly task. What do we have? Secret of the Cube, hunting, co-op, collect Gennea coins. Ooh, I don't know which one to do today. These are all pretty bad, actually. Striker. We're gonna look through here, see if there's anything that you know, may have gone down in price that I might want to grab, or if there's an Omen skin cheap enough. I'm actually kind of surprised that the recolored platinum skin for the Striker is cheap, but I guess it's probably because it's also a blue crystal one. So Ooh, Maze of the Edge came down really hard. That was like 4K last week. Actually, that was like 4K like a couple days ago. So if you could keep going down and becoming cheaper, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. That's cool. $6K for that. That would probably look really good with the like pieces of the Apocalypse stuff, or like the Omen set stuff. It's a very neutral sort of like outfit that I feel like would fit most stuff. See, the other thing I like about this is you can kind of see the bare hands on the inside, but it still looks pretty cool. But I don't care about Striker enough to actually like spend that much money on his skins. Alright, so we're in Lutera. Real quick, we're gonna go do our rapport since we're here on this character. Still making our way to try to get that King Thyrain card. I'm pretty sure I'll get blocked by I'll get blocked by Virtues further down, but it'll be fine. No, I haven't started the new questline yet. I literally just logged on like 40 minutes ago after my computer decided to shit the bed.
Remember to activate your tripod.
So I've just been doing my daily stuff. But no, I am looking forward to doing the new questline though. But my current priority is trying to see if I can get the Berserker to tier 2 with all the with the shot resets. Because he's been in tier 1 longer than I'd like him to be, which I think is like 3 days right now. Alright, Thyrain. Give me your card! It's gonna take forever because I gotta get trusted. I'm still not done with Amicable. Station. I find it a bit questionable that he likes the Song of Temptation. You sure you don't want to get yourself a queen there, buddy? He loves. Advance. It's gonna take forever. That shit gonna take forever. Stupid. Alright, my favorites. Have to do that. Have to do this. Then I have to do that one. When is the next ghost ship? It is in 43 minutes. Dookie Isle is in... Oh. Dookie Isle is in 33 minutes. Abandon that one. Because I've already kind of started doing Tuki Isle stuff. I'm kind of tempted to do, I need available quests. Kind of tempted to just, like, auto-complete that one after I'm done with the, whatchamacallit? With the ghost ship one, but it's not that hard to do. And it usually happens when I'm on the Striker anyway, so it'll be fine. I just kind of wish I could put like an extra alarm. Like, you know, like have the regular alarms and then also give me an option to put like an extra alarm on something that I actually want to pay attention to. Let's also check out the sailing today. Argentine, 6:30. Alright, so that's like after stream. If I can remember, that'll be... Hopefully I'll remember this time, because I got caught up in Chaos Dungeons yesterday and I forgot about it, and I had to, like, insta-complete my, Astray one. So sick and tired of doing that stupid sailing co-op daily. Can't wait till I'm done with it. Let's see. So we gotta wait for Tuki Isle, so we're gonna go do Azure. Which oh my god, I told myself last time that when I went to Azure I was gonna put a Bifrost there, and then I think I got like wrapped up in trying to speedrun killing bugs that I forgot to do that. Oh no, no, I think actually I remember what it was. It was the spot that I was going to set a Bifrost on. There was a bunch of bugs there, so I just started murdering them, and then I forgot to do what I was gonna do. Um, well,
Wanna hear
while
a
we
song?
wait anyway. Can I track? Okay, oh, this is the PvP coins. This is from what I've heard, the vendor's not in the game yet, but that one's pretty good. Alright. We're just gonna do some Chaos Dungeons since we're here already. And I have time. Not to mention that generally, Spooky Isle spawns, on the eastern side anyway, so being in, like, spending some time in Lutera doesn't hurt. I think I need to do... Actually, no, I think I did... I think I have some rested bonus. I need to get this character Preemptive Strike. Preemptive Strike makes Chaos Dungeons so much easier. So much faster. Like, it's a very big noticeable time difference when you have Preemptive Strike on versus not having it. So, do all that kind of stuff. Keep running in circles. Oh, I didn't charge that enough. Shit. I thought the bar was overcharged when I let it go, but I guess not. If we don't charge that enough, it doesn't really do all that much damage. There we go. It also probably just didn't crit. That's another thing. Striker doesn't... Like, a lot of Striker's damage kind of just goes out the window if you don't crit. Which I wouldn't have that problem if I had Preemptive Strike. It's fine. We've slowly gotten... Well, the Berserker's Rock is gonna kind of go out the window soon-ish. When he gets the stuff. Is it me or is the server a little... Yeah, the server seems a little extra slow today in loading stuff. I also forgot to get... Okay, okay. I see it. Okay, I see how it is. That's fine. Thank you, bro. Server kind of feels a little slow on loading stuff today. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. But we'll just take it in stride. I mean, you know, today's already been pretty rough as it is, so what's a little bit more? Let's see. Circles. Maybe I should put supercharge on this. Just because he has, like, the tornado. Why aren't you coming over? Oh, you're one of those. Yeah. I'll just kill you and get you out of my... Put you out of my misery. I still think it's really cool that you get, whatchamacallit, that you get the currency for the event from just doing your usual daily, like, Chaos Dungeon and, like, Guardian Raid stuff. Like, I thought you'd only get it from, like, the Grand Prix. You're so tanky. So tanky. Die. Thank you. Ooh. Gold room. I'll take it. 'Cause I don't think I'll, I don't think I'll push this character much higher than he already is. Since, those are all the tradable ones, yeah? Oh, yeah, that's gonna be great for when the, Berserker gets up. It's here, too. But yeah, I don't think I'll push him anytime soon. He can sit pretty at 880. I know 1,000 is, like, more wanted. Because, Lava Chromanium is even easier than, than Calventus, but and gives a substantial amount more, but I kind of just don't care right now. To be honest, my main goal is to get the Berserker up, just because my brain, I can turn my brain off when I Chaos Dungeon with it. I don't have to think too hard. I have noticed that's the one thing I have to do with all of the classes I have to play right now, is I have to think pretty hard in Chaos Dungeon, like managing their resources, what abilities to push, and like what order to do it in, while Berserker, it's like, is the button available? Yes, push it. Problem solved. It's a much more chillaxed way of doing it, and for something like Infinite Chaos, I like having that sort of class handy. I find it funny. Like, I do find it kind of amusing, because people, you know, people will be like, you know, I'd level this class because it's fun. I level this and whatever. I'm like, I'm leveling it because I can turn my brain off in certain content. It's also not bad. I think it's, out of all the classes I've played so far, Berserker is definitely number 2. He's still a fair bit behind the Scrapper. I like playing the Scrapper in like harder content because it's more interesting. I find the Berserker pretty boring in regular content, or in like actual content that's not Chaos Dungeon. I play even with the Berserker's Technique version, which is one I play, which is a bit more, it's a little less unga bunga, more like gotta plan out what I'm doing. But even then, it's still a little boring. So it is what it is, because it's, you know, it's fill up bar, hit button, become angry. Now I hit my buttons 3 times faster than I already was hitting them. But I'm still hitting, like, you know, I'm hitting the same buttons and they're all getting the same bonuses and stuff like that. I think the story will be a little bit different, because the story, it's like, these buttons fill up orbs, these buttons spends orbs, these buttons deal more damage when I spend orbs, and stuff like that. So I feel I need to go get awakening shards, or chaos shards for my awakening ability. So it's definitely a bit more thought process. Also, I am ready to miss all of my swings and be interrupted in all of my charges, because that be the destroyer life. Where's the vendor at? Hello, vendor, load in, please. There you are.
Bring everything you've got. I'll
Don't
fix it
miss
for
this
ya.
chance.
Thank you. I need 200. Whoa. No. 200. Oh. I had numlock turned off. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? 200. No. We said it and forget it. I always like how people, like, freak out about chaos shards, but the amount, because they're like, oh, yeah, chaos shards, it's a huge, like, silver expenditure. I mean, not really. For the most part, most content that you would use a chaos shard in pays you back way more than the chaos shard is worth. So to be honest, using your awaken ability is not what's costing you to go silver poor if you're like going broke on silver. Are these any good? Endurance, expertise, swiftness, expertise. Crit 161. I don't care. Not for that little bit of crit. What was it? Specialization. Finito. What's happening? Uh-oh. I think my thing might be freaking out again. No? I think the inventory is, like, busted. Like, I can't pick anything up and move it. Anybody else having that problem? Oh. Yeah, my keyboard's freaking out again. Oh no, wait, did I turn something on? That's not supposed to be on. What the fuck? No, no, no. It's a setting. It's the there's a setting in the game that you can, instead of dragging and dropping, you can use the pickup status where you like click it, pick it up, and then move it. You know, it's not the mouse because everything else mouse related is working. Like this is working. I can move around just fine. So it's definitely that. There it is. Yeah, I think I accidentally changed it. Yep. That's what it was. Actually, you know, in hindsight, maybe with how shitty my mouse has been acting up recently, maybe I should leave it like that. This guy shattering below. Tiger emerges. Alright. Back in we go. Do another run of this. And then after this, I'll do my dailies. I'll do the Azure Wind one. I think I should be able to do Tuki Isle and still make it to the ghost ship in time. If not, then I'll just do that off stream later. If anything, I might just do it on the Berserker then. I'll see, because I think it gives leaf stones. Tonight? I don't know, probably not. Because the Berserker is the only one who is who can do it at the moment and still get something out of it, I think. Actually, no, I think the Striker can do it too. I don't think he's high enough. I don't know, maybe we'll see. I usually leave that kind of stuff for like Friday or something. Reset days usually like grind all the shit to try to get stuff done for honing. Not to mention there's the Grand Prix event. And then there's still all the other shit I need to do today. We'll figure something out. I mean, maybe Necromancer runs, because those are really quick and easy. Mechanics aren't that hard, but we'll see. We will see. To be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I still need to figure out what the hell's going on with OBS, that it doesn't want to, like, log into my Twitch. So, I'll probably do that after I'm done streaming. Da-dee-da. I forgot I have Awakening. I had Chaos Shards. I could have just, like, hunted these guys to death. Also, I need those Omen skins to get a little cheaper on the auction house so I can buy them. That'd be great. I'm also just being a cheap hoe because I have enough. Like, I have plenty of gold to buy them, but I would very much like them to be cheaper. Especially because I only want the weapons. I don't really want, like, the armor. Like, I might get the armor. No, because I want the rapport armor for the scrapper, even though I know it's gonna... I know the front flap of the scrapper dress is gonna flap around a lot when I use it. Holy shit. I definitely need to get better potions. Yeah. To be honest, I'm kind of tempted to try to hone my scrapper up a little higher. That'll depend on how on how the prices of the mats are looking. Because if they're still pretty juicy, I'm still just gonna keep selling mats for a while. Because the honing rates are still pretty dog shit, and I have no I'm in no rush to feel that pain. of failing over and over again. Da, da, da. Lots of gems this run. Those are nice. I will say that's another thing. I noticed you don't get a lot of gems from the, at least the first couple levels of the Chaos Dungeon in Tier 3. Pretty stingy. Which is fine, because I'm pretty sure the Tier 3 ones like are really a pretty big boost. Where'd he go? Hey. Taking up the trash. Let's see. I will say I'm still kind of disappointed that they didn't kind of just like sneak in the head attack and back attack markers. At least they weren't in the settings that I checked. So I feel like that's a big, more than like new skins and new classes and crap. I definitely think that should have been put in this update personally. Because it was what was like last night where we did Phantom Palace, and like neither of us could tell who was in front of the boss to do when he was doing his counter, and we just had to keep guessing and just pushing the button and hope that we were in, because he would like twist his body at a weird angle, and it's like, well, is he over here? Is he over there? Like, well, he's facing in this direction, but you know, he's doing this other thing over here. Let's see. Epics. Nope. 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 Garbage. Is all garbage. Are these going for anything? Oh, I mean, they went up a little bit. I think they were slightly cheaper yesterday. But no. I have, those will be better spent on getting my Berserker up and running faster when he's in Tier 2. Alright. We have 14 minutes, so I am not really going to risk it, because that's definitely not enough time to go do, that's not enough time to do a daily, nor is it enough time to even do the, like a freaking, that's not enough time to do a chaos dungeon, that's not enough time, man, because I don't want to miss 2KL, because 2KL is kind of a pain, because it's not, like, at the top of the hour. Let's see, and then the Nightmare Ghost Ship, what is that? Where is that, actually? I should say that. The Ghost Ships are over here, yeah? That's the Shadow one. That's the Nightmare one. Why is it that, like, these two Ghost Ships are in, like, Death Water, which basically just completely, like, bones your ship, but then this one's over here in, like, Tempest Water. Like, Tempest Water doesn't do dick to your ship. It doesn't do, or at least it doesn't do anything to my ship. I think I have relatively high resistance to Tempest, though. Even though now I have pretty, I think my resistance to the Death Water is also pretty high. Alright, I was gonna look at, what's the reward for doing the Ghost Ship one? Leapstones, fuck that noise, I don't need that on the, Leapstones are like the last thing I need on my Berserker at the moment. He needs shards. Oh, right. If I'm mistaken, where does... I need 3k more Providence Stones. Damn it. Is it over here? Yeah, it is. Oh, cool. Yeah, so here we go. The Arcadia event coins, this is what we'll use for the Grand Prix vendor. And for what I've heard, there's like that vendor has like a shit ton of stuff for like honing materials and like engraving books and stuff. They're roster bound, and then all of you, I think this is really where having alts is really going to come in handy, because it'll speed up the time you take to empty out shops, because basically if you do Chaos Dungeon on 4 characters, that's 800 coins. And I don't know how much the Grand Prix itself gives you because I haven't done it yet. And then I think you get 50 coins per soul harvest from actually, I don't know. Does it tell you? We'll go see. I think the Chaos Dungeon one tells you if it's 100. Would you get off the bench? I know you're tired, but we gotta go do things. We got shit to do, birdie. All right, so it doesn't tell you. So you got 100 from the Chaos Dungeon. So you might get 100 from this for every soul harvest you get. You do Calventus today later. And since they're roster bound, that means you know, the more ults you have, the faster you'll be done. Well, the faster you'll empty the shop out. So, like, if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time, like, consistently, like, maybe you can't play every day, but you can play, like, a couple hours, like, every couple of days, you probably want ults. At least to get, like, you know, to have the event coins and make sure you can, like, empty the shop out of the stuff you need.
Have any letters to send?
Alright. Now we gotta wait a minute, because, Tuki Isle still hasn't spawned. I'm telling you, this timer sucks, because it's very deceptive. Because you see this 10, and then someone's like, oh, Tuki Isle, you know, you have to wait till it says 10 minutes ahead. But this isn't 10 minutes, this is 10 minutes and something seconds. So that means that even though it says 10 here, the pre-island whirlpool thing hasn't spawned yet. So you gotta wait for it to say 9 minutes on it. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, for me 10% dead waters are the same. But I think, like, dead water still just deals more damage. Hey, look at this, look at this. Holy shit, like. Alright, where's Tuki Isle, people? Where are we going? What are we doing? Alright, so Tuki Isle just popped up. So we're gonna keep an eye on area chat because they'll probably tell us where it is soon. Let's see. R13. So we're gonna dock ocean liner over to R13. And then head on over to that Tuki Isle, baby. Oh, I keep saying I'm gonna go to the island for like, because you have Tuki Island, which is where you go to kill the Tuki King, but then there's, I think it's like Tuki Corporation or something like that, or Corporate Isle or some shit like that. But that's where you go to use the trade-in items, like the island stuff you get to get the to just use your trade-in stuff. Because, like, you get these, it's under sailing materials. You get all this stuff, like the fake eye, the Tuki caliber, stuff like that. You go over to, I think it's over here. I don't know. Like up here? There's, like, an island. It's, like, Corporate Isle or Tuki Corporation or some shit like that. That, they have, that's where you go to trade it. Stop taking down. I'll look while we're waiting for Tuki Isle to fully spawn. Yep, but it's all good. All right, going out there. So much extra work to do today. I was also planning to install some plugins to mess around with on OBS today. But then I decided to just shit the bed. So, where was it? This one. So what adventure isles are today? Is there anyone that gives me pirate coins that I'm willing to go do? Or pay? The suicidal lemming chicken one. Ooh, and we have a chance to get a secret map. I'd very much like High Seas coins chest with pirate coins, the island soul, and the secret map all in one go. Thank you very much for pay. I'd appreciate that. That is at 6 o'clock for my time, which is end of the stream. So we'll be wrapping the stream up with that like we do every day. Or at least try to, because sometimes I'm not very consistent with my everyday thingamajurgs. So, boop. Bam. Gotta be different. Alright, so we're gonna go look, because I know it's around here somewhere. There's like a corporation aisle or some shit like that. Shadow. I need to come over here and start working on this, because that's a giant's heart that I need to do eventually. Is Terry Atropos? Oh, is it this one? No, that's something else. Hope Island, Primal Island, Walpurgis, Metis, Promise, Goblin. It's a goblin. Where is it? Maybe something like that. Yeah, Tukey Corporation. Where are you at? Over here. Oh, by Phaeton. There it is, yeah. This is where you come to spend your Tukey stuff. I need to go over there to see what it has. Live and die for the glitter. So, we got 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes and something seconds. We will chill. Chillin'. Oh, yeah. He's got 6 points. Did I put that in something? No, I think he's on the same weight as my scrapper, where you just wait. No, once you get to 312. Oh no, it's Storm Dragon Awakening. It's at 328 though. I don't have enough points for that. What is Storm Dragon Awakening? This one. I'll just increase damage. With the wind kick. Oh, this one's different. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. What is your raid? Esoteric Flurry raid. I know for Scrapper, once you get to like 312, according to the guide, there's like not much else you need until you can until you're able to level up your skills to like level 11, which isn't until you hit level 55. Tiger emerges. Oh, at that point we replace Sweeping Kick, I see. I understand. Why not replace it now? Oh, I guess maybe because you don't have enough orb generators. Yeah, but that's also kind of like whatever. I'm not a big fan of this one. Leaping Kick. I liked it when I was like leveling, and I used it for a bit, but I feel like it's not as not very. It's a little hard to hit the boss with. This one has like Summon Storm. Let's see. It's just that. Yeah. So I think it goes like Lightning Storm, Growth Attack, and then Summon Storm is what you change it to. I might play around with that. I mean, I'm assuming the build doesn't tell you to use it like early on because it might be harder to maintain your esoteric orbs before getting this kitted out. A Sky Shattering Blow ends up, I'm saying it ends up being like one of your highest orb generating abilities because of how it has a really short cooldown and it has 2 hits to it, but at the same point you're also like consuming your counter move, so it's a little, it is, you are trading for using it. But At least we got Tuki Isle. Well, we got Tuki Isle done. Tuki Island done. Then we mess around with some stuff. Do the thing, do the other thing, and do all the other things. Ooh, 30 draws today. 30 draws of Grand Blue Fantasy. Let's see, can we get a waifu to come home? Probably not. Not a good banner. Nope, got a random SSR that nobody cares for. Ooh, rainbow. Double rainbow. Gold moon. Ooh, she's not bad. New character at least. What else we got? Ooh, another. Oh, today's been pretty good for gotchas at least. At least for rainbows. Who's this? Oh, I got the dark version of it. That's whatever. So, no, none of the characters that I was hoping for, but still a pretty good turnout overall. If you play Grand Blue Fantasy, don't forget to do your daily roulette. Choosing realist is for the weak. The strong choose the idealist roulette. But yes, it took it. Y'all should take a sweet time to spawn. Clucking noise emanates. Clickety clackety clack. I like it. Oh, you can see the chest on the overworld island. That's interesting. I hadn't noticed that before. I thought it was just like an island that pops up. Imagine if they ever added a class where you could play as a Tuki. Like that was your race. You were a Tuki. I have a feeling that somehow it would be like one of the like more popular classes. Just because you could be a Tuki. Tuki Tuki. Tuki. Tuki Tuki. That's why that word's stuck in my head all the damn time. I'm mistaken, Tuki is the name of the toucan from George of the Jungle. Start inviting some people. See if we can't look out and get somebody. So quick. They're so quick. They run too fast. I got them boomer hands when I'm trying to click on people to party invite. To be honest, you don't really need to be in a party for, especially if you're just doing the daily. War dancer? Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good combination. They combined, yeah, they combined the Omen set with the Lawmaker gloves. Because the Lawmaker gloves actually look pretty good with it. In some way, I think for like War Dancer, the Lawmaker glove, like if you can get the red like Omen one, they have the purple one. They probably just bought the cheapest one that was on the market for the 2 pieces. If you have like the purple one, I feel like you have a, or not the purple. If you get like the red one for the Omen set, it probably goes really well with the red gloves, the like the black and red gloves. The gloves looked cool for Striker, but I don't think I'll get any of the Omen pieces for Striker. My goal right now is to try to get at least the Scrapper gloves for Omen, and then depending on how much they cost, because while they're cool to have, they aren't like my top list of like weapon skins that I actually like need, and or like not need, but that I want, because the whatchamacallit, I'm still waiting for to see what they do for like the legendary sets, because well, the legendary skins, because they've kept oh shit, they're back. It seems they're keeping the where like limited skins are blue crystal or are royal crystal only, while they're, you know, while they'll add a well, they add a whatchamacallit, like, while permanent skins aren't. Cause like so we have our like our Lar skins that are blue crystal or royal crystal, but in some ways that's kind of whatever, cause for some of the classes the Lar skin is kind of hit or miss. Like, I personally don't care for the martial artist, like the female martial artist skin. It doesn't look that good. Well, it doesn't look like a martial artist skin. I think the skin itself looks fine. Like, it looks good. I just don't think it looks like a martial artist skin. I feel like that would have been a skin that would have been perfectly fine for, like a female warrior kind of thing, which we don't have yet, and I just got stuck on rocks twice. So it's just like, you know, I like the Omen set. Part of me kind of wishes maybe the Omen set was like our permanent set, but I don't think it's like the permanent set for other. Like, I don't think it was the permanent, like the first permanent set for other regions. So I don't know. I think it's for like the first limited skin. I think that's probably like a really strong start. I feel like Omen is like, a lot of people like it. Like, I feel like most people, it's like you either like the Omen skin completely, or you like part of it. Like, you like the weapons, or you like or you like parts of the skin, like stuff like that. So it's just I feel like it's a pretty good skin. I know a lot of people are thirsty and they want their bikinis and speedos and shit, but you gotta, you know, it's not summertime yet. We're still in this, like, we're just entering spring. So you gotta wait for your thirst. And personally, I don't really care usually for summer skins. My taste of skins goes from being actually thematic to the game, such as, you know, having whatchamacallit, you know, like something like the Omen skin, you know, the heavy, like, stuff that's thematic to the game, or just straight out meme shit. Like, I'm all for getting like the cow costume, put like the cow, having the cow head on my destroyer, and give him the inflatable hammer when I'm feeling like it, and just whap the shit out of people, just for shits and giggles. Oh shit. All I can hear is, like, I can't even hear his cha-chings. The only cha-chings I hear are the ones for Mayhem Berserkers. Move. Let me hit you 3 times in the back. There we go. Got some gold. Got some. Got my daily done. So we go turn in the daily. That'll be done. Then we'll go Bifrost over to Azure Wind. Get that daily done. Oh wait, no. It's the shit. I don't think I'll make it in time for the ghost ships. Because I need to go to. Yeah, no. I won't make it in time for the 460 ghost ship because that's like. I think the closest would be like South Vern whenever that gets opened, and that's not opened yet. So we'll let this ghost ship go by. We'll go to Azure Wind Isle. I also won't push it. Like we don't have much luck with. All right, I didn't give myself the Azure Wind. Forgot that I didn't have a Bifrost there. No real sweat. I got plenty of the. I have more than enough insta completion passes to just insta complete it. So if I don't get it, it's no real biggie to me. Oh, that's weird. Usually the island disappears. The event starts. Apparently there's new Argos gear. I should look into that. But I think you have to go to Punica to see it. Like, I'm just curious what it is, because, I know the one we have, it's like the Fiesta, whatever. The one that you get for the hard mode. Is kind of there. It does what it do. It be what it be. I think I can see it from here. Yeah. So we got a... Okay, so Argos did get, like, gear. Some people thought that Argos might not get gear because we had legendary gear from the hard. It's 1340. 1340. Okay, I think it all starts at 1340. But yeah, so this one, with 5 sets of oath. If a party member with an effect that is activated with 5 sets of oath is within 3 meters while midday is active, you will gain total effect. Basically, if I'm mistaken, the way this works is, I don't think it'll be very useful, like, pug-wise. But I think, like, in an organized group, like, if you run with people, and you both, and you alternate, because, if I'm mistaken, the way, the solar lunar armor works is that as long as, like, you have 2 people in the same party, that, that have, like, the opposite armor, so, like, say you have, you have like 4 people in a party, right? And so 2 people have a solar set and 2 people have a lunar set. From what I'm understanding from the way it works is that when the people who have the solar set have their full buff and the people who have the lunar set have their near full buff and they're like in the same party and next to each other, they both gain like a souped up buff of their own. And I think it's actually pretty good. But I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's better or / worth using over the over like the chosen set, because the chosen set doesn't require you to have someone else with that armor gear or like that gear attached, because it just works. Like, you just build up your stacks and you're good to go. See this one, you get gain lunar power. Lunar power gives you crit damage. Whereas solar power gives you crit rate. And then at 5 stacks, so you can have, so when you're at plus 15% crit rate, gain midday. If you have midday and somebody else has their the oath set at 5 stacks, you'll get the eclipse, which will then give you 25% crit rate for 15 seconds. Or no, you get 25% crit rate for 15 seconds for midday, and then at total solar eclipse you get crit rate plus 25%. Oh, is that what it does? Hold up. Oh, that's what it does. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, I see what it does now. So basically, um, basically my Berserker's probably gonna use the Oath set if I use it. If I get him this stuff, because he has a lot of crit rate, so he'll take the extra crit damage. But basically, all right. So the way it works is one set gives you crit damage and the other set gives you crit rate, and then when two people with their sets have their stacks maxed out, they'll then give each other the other set's buff. So that way you'll both have 25% crit rate with 50% crit damage. I feel like that's kind of nutty. I feel like two berserkers. If you have a frenzy, a mayhem berserker, and a berserker's technique berserker in like the same party, they're gonna be best friends. Because I think berserker's technique would use the crit damage since you have a lot of crit rate from when you're in your berserk mode, while mayhem loses that crit rate, so they're gonna want the crit rate buff. And then that way, when both of those are active, they give it to each other. I don't know how it'll actually pan out. I think what might actually come down to it is it might just be supports might run the lunar set if they're gonna run anything, and then the DPS run the solar set, because most classes want crit rate over crit damage. So I think Berserker's technique might be the only set in the game, or the only like class placed on the game that maybe we could go the crit damage route and be okay with the armor, because they gain 30% crit when they're in berserk mode. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the supercharged one. Interesting. No, it's still, yeah, never mind. I'm looking at the max roll, and max roll says to run the crit rate one, which to me is a little underwhelming, to be honest. I would have thought that maybe I would have thought personally that maybe they could get away with the crit damage set, because since they get so much crit rate, because they get crit rate from when they're in berserk mode, they'll get crit rate from the from when red dust is active. So I would have thought that well, you know what it might be? It might be because there might be diminishing returns on crit damage, because berserk technique gives you, I think, like it gives you a shit ton of crit damage. So I think that maybe that's why you run the crit rate one, because the whole point is that you in berserker technique, you don't have that crit rate when you're out of like berserk mode, because you're just trying to get back into berserk mode. So I feel like maybe they tell you to go the crit rate route just so that way you have some damage. You have some damage from while you're outside of the berserker's technique. So I don't know, maybe part of me kind of wants to try the lunar set, but I have a feeling that what it's going to be is like supports run the lunar set, and then DPS just all run the crit rate set. Because if I'm mistaken, I don't think crit rate affects your like your as a support. I don't think crit rate affects any of your like abilities. So like I don't think you can crit a heal like you can in some other games. So I think that they'll probably make you run the crit damage set just so that you can support people who have the solar set. Actually, I think that's a little dumb, but you sons of... You see, like right there, the AI ran away and then came back. because I sense the attack. That's so annoying. Granted, I mean, like, realistically, bugs on the ground probably would sense, like, a ground attack like that and, like, run away from it because they'd shit their pants. But still annoying. Ooh, 242. That's the other thing, though, that I like. Berserker's technique, like, oh my god, I get like chills when I activate it, because like, it deals so much damage when you have berserk mode active compared to like any other. Like, my berserker's technique was critting for like 300k in tier 1. My striker, who's in tier 2, 880, so you know he's not very deep, but he's much higher gear score or like item level than my berserker is. Now he's getting like 300k crits when they crit. So it's kind of like, it's insane because it's just because you get so much crit damage with Berserker's technique. I know a lot of people don't like it. They're like, oh my god, Berserker's technique is the garbage. Go play Mayhem because then you always in Mayhem. But I'm like, I feel like that's kind of for hoes. I do know, I was talking to a friend of mine who he's like, I was thinking that maybe, like, well, I don't know if they'll nerf Mayhem, but I do think that they might do something in the Berserker's technique, or they might just, like, make it a little easier to get back, maybe take less Fury generation to get back into Berserk mode, because I feel like Berserker's technique deals a shit ton of damage, like, and I'm pretty sure. And I feel like I can usually in a boss fight, as long as everybody's like on proper eye level and nobody's like super over geared and stuff like that. I feel like I can get back into berserk mode like 2 to 3 times in a fight, depending on how much the boss moves around, right? So if it's like a slower boss, I can definitely hit all my stuff and get everything done and get a lot of fury generated and stuff like that. But I feel like sometimes it still takes a little while longer, and while you do deal a lot of damage inside of your berserk mode, you don't deal a lot of damage outside of your berserk mode. And so I feel like with how powerful Mayhem is, where it's just constant damage like getting pumped out, I wouldn't be surprised if they did something to Berserker to kind of like, I don't know, maybe make it easier for Berserker technique to like just get back into it. Because I feel like with the like, I'll enjoy it, and I think I'll probably play Berserk technique the whole time. Because I also don't really care, because I have a group of friends I play with, and even if they don't, you know, they don't have time or something, I'll just like matchmake, so you can't deny my, you cannot deny my Berserker technique, buddy. But even then, I feel like if I build it right, it'll be fine. But, I like the playstyle more. Like, it gives me something to be more involved with, because I just don't feel like Mayhem just feels like, you know, you're just pushing the same buttons over and over again. There's no real difference. You know, you have the constant attack speed, you have the constant damage, and then your health is down low, so my anxiety is always there. Like, well, shit, I can't. I hate that ability. Oh my god. I know it's got the 65% crit rate, or the 65% like damage reduction, but I don't know about you, but when I was doing like just hard mode for like Rohendel dungeons, and I was a bit over geared for them when I went back in to do them, they hurt. I almost died a couple times, and like, it wasn't just from like standing and everything. Like, I was still trying to dodge and get out of the way and stuff like that, and then I'd get clipped by something, and that low health would dip even lower, and I'm like, oh my god, save me. So personally, I don't feel like Mayhem's for me. I think I'll stick with my Berserker's technique. All right. Also, I am gonna go on record and say I am a dumbass, because I thought that I didn't read all the tripods for the abilities, so I'm an idiot, and I had the wrong tripod on for one of my abilities for Fury generation. That was kind of messing. I was kind of like tripping myself over because I kept going like, why do you use this ability? Because I had like the cooldown reduction on it instead of the and like I thought that was the one you're supposed to take because I didn't really look at all the try points. Like I kind of just like autopiloted through it. I think I was looking at a different ability. Well, I think I was thinking of a different ability when I set up the try points for it. Because I will say that is something that gets a little annoying is that a lot of the try points are really, really similar. What's... Wow. Rude. But I got some more gold. That's at a pretty decent amount of I got a little lucky on my on the whatchamacallit. When I did some abyssals last night, got some pretty decent books to engraving books to sell. Nothing too crazy, like you saw. They were pretty low gold wise, but still, for a tier 1 character, it's a decent amount of gold. Okay, I need to go to Sasha, but I also need to do the Bloodstones guy, which I think is also by Sasha. Yeah. So, we'll go over there. Wow. And do the guild donation. This character, unfortunately, wasn't able to get any of the weekly Bloodstones because it's a little annoying. I'm not a big fan of the way the guild system works at the moment, where like, so you start off as a new guild member, but I feel like as a guild leader, I should have the ability to promote people up if I'm like, this is someone who needs to be promoted. I don't feel like I don't particularly enjoy that like people I know and that I trust that they can't, you know, they can't do the weeklies, they can't do the they can't do the weeklies, they can't do the tournament, they can't aid research, they don't get any of the login stuff just because they're still stuck as like a new whatchamacallit, like a new guild member, and I'm like, I should have the ability to choose whether to leave them there, like let them go through the automated process, or for myself to decide whether they should be regular guild members, like off the bat or not.
Welcome.
Report. Wait, what do I need for this? 30 more charisma. I don't know where I got that. Oh, I do know. I finished the Phaeton weekly chain quest like 2 days ago, so I got some charisma from that. I'm so shy. Song of Temptation. Oh, we need to see. I want to try my luck and see if there's a cheap-ish Omen greatsword that I can get. I doubt it. Like, I highly doubt it. But a man can dream. A man can dream. 7,000 for the blue one. What's this? Oh, that's the red one. Do I buy it? What's been the purchase for it so far? I mean, it's been coming down. Do I buy it? I mean, if worst comes to worst, I'll just buy the weapon, the weapon out of the weapon box. I'll just use that. I like this one. I like the orange one better. That's also 400 gold more. I'm also waiting to see if it kind of like pushes some of these down in price. Because, no, never mind. No, I definitely want the Omen one. I'd like the Apocalypse one, personally. The Apocalypse one or the Greed one are the two that I would personally like. Let's see if maybe there's an armor piece that's cheap. By cheap, I mean like within my purchasing range. If this was like cheaper, I'd buy it. Well, actually, if this wasn't like, if it didn't cost me peons, I'd buy it. I feel like if it's, let me see, because I think, yeah, it's still good. See, this is something I don't understand. Like, I could understand if it has like one or two trades left on it, it costs peons. But I don't think if it's 3 or if it's untradeable, I don't think it should cost peons if it's untradeable. Like after you buy it that one time. Yeah, I don't need a helmet because I have the lawmaker helmet. I want the sword. For me, the sword is the most important. Actually, while I'm here, let me just look at the scrapper weapons. How much do they cost? 9,000. Jesus Christ. I was hoping that these would be cheaper. Have people been buying them for that much? No, nobody's bought them. 25. Yeah, I had to break it to you, but you're looking at the... You bought it for the wrong class if you... I don't think people are going to really buy those for that much. Like, someone bought this one for 25,000, for 10,000, but I don't think they'll buy many more for that price. Yeah, the Apocalypse ones are the ones I like the most, personally. The green ones aren't bad. Where's the Abyss ones? Yeah, the Abyss ones are good too. The purple, that's pretty cool. But she has weapons that I'm actually looking forward to. So I think I'm gonna like prioritize the Berserker because the weapons that the Berserker that I'm looking forward to on the Berserker are definitely they won't be for a long while, and even if they are, I'll have a lot of them come out at the same time as Destroyer weapons I like. So I feel like even if Destroyer is not next, by the time the skins come out, I'd probably just be prioritizing the Destroyer on him. So I think I'm gonna try to get an Omen sword for this guy. For one of the two. I think I'll take anyone I can get my hands on, but I'll try to go for the ones I like first. Where's the you? Give me your shards. These. Thank you. So I think I'll go for the sword, the great sword I like, first, and then that way, like it looks like I'll probably get an Apocalypse one. Like, it just looks so good. It looks so good. I'm hoping that the Omen stuff pushes the Lawmaker stuff down in price a bit. I can take advantage of that. And then I'll keep an eye on these to see if they come down any. Sale history. I haven't sold anything because I haven't had anything worth selling on this character. Pick it up. Look at that fast energy, baby. I'm excited though, man. It feels like the game's actually starting to get rolling with having stuff come out. Oh, you can change it like that. That's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I get the feeling that we're going to see a lot of warriors running around in this for a long time. I just want the sword. I don't care about the armor. I feel like the armor in the game is good enough for now for me. But the weapons sometimes leave much to be desired. I'm not a big fan of this sword. The tier 2 greatsword looks better, definitely. I do wish that, like, a friend of mine also says he wished it was like this. Like, I wish we could preview what, like, the Abyss dungeon gear looks like. Just so I can know ahead of time whether I'm gonna, like, skin over it or not. So, But we keep an eye. I keep an eye on that list throughout the day, and then if there's anything on it that I want, I'll snag it. Snag it and bag it. I also feel like the Omen set is probably a pretty safe investment for the future. Because I will say that if this even goes up in price a little bit, like if it starts going back up to like 8K, I'm just gonna buy one. Because I can afford that cost, I think, and for now. Because the mats I still think are going for a bit. Actually, I should check that. Owning materials. Are you? I'm blind. Oh, enhancement material. That's all. Yeah, these are still going for nut. Yeah, so I can still. That's one of the reasons I'm not too worried about if I buy the Omen set, like the Omen sword, a little more expensive than what it could be. Because also let us look at all. Right now, aside from the platinum stuff, the Omen sets are probably like, 16,000 for the armor set. I don't think it's that bad. Like the full set, I don't think that's a bad price personally. Wow, someone's trying to sell the Apocalypse one for 11K. The Abyss one. I feel like a lot of people are gonna like the blue ones. I feel like people who've have like 2 times on their skins and they put them up on the market, I think accidentally equipped the skin before putting it up, and that's what happened. Yeah, I think this has been going. Oh, it's been going up and down the whole time. Yeah, for me the greed one. I mean, like the Apocalypse one kind of matches the color of the Berserk mode a little better, but I think I like the. I think the greed one kind of is a bit more neutral, so that'll match more armor sets. Because orange tends to go particularly well with a lot of colors. I mean, so does red, so at the end of the day, I don't think it really matters when I grab. As long as I grab one. I just hope it doesn't like spike up to like 10K out of nowhere. Because I am a cheap man, and I'd like to delay my gold costs for as long as I can. Nice, and I did remember to put my Zanila Ruins Bifrost the last time I went there. Alright, put the Chaos Tension build on. I do think, out of all the weapons, I think Berserker probably won out of other... Oh, that's where they are. So I didn't need to go back outside. I think Berserker, personally, I think Berserker won in designs for the weapons. That was rude. Was this the possessed commander? I've never seen you before. Clearly just goes on principle, because you touched me. That was rude of you. You could have said hello, but instead you're like, slap to the face. And then we go upstairs. Oh, there's not a lot of people here today. Oh, where's my Grand District? Right there. Grand Strike makes a lot of this stuff like very easy because it just guarantees the crit, and crits deal so much damage in this game. Like even Whirlwind, which is more of a multi-hitting move, like just demolishes things with Grand Strike. Because I think what it is it's not on the individual mob. It's as long as you hit a mob with like full health, you will crit. So even if you're like, hitting other mobs, As long as a mob in like, as long as a random mob spawns inside of that pack, like you're gonna crit it. Or you're gonna crit everything else because since you're hitting a mob that gives you preemptive strike, that just guarantees your crits. Like, it's a really good ability. I don't think the wording on it does it justice. Hell, I've seen people confused on preemptive strike where they think it's if you're at full health, you crit, and it's like, no, that's not how that works. Because if that is what's how that works, I feel like more people would actually use it. Like outside of like chaos dungeon builds. Already finished. That's so quick. When you have the whole third floor to yourself or fourth floor to yourself, it's so fast. Which is why I don't know why people don't go up one more floor. It's 100% drop rate if you go up to the top floor. Well, second to highest floor. If you go to the top floor, you have the werewolf. I don't think he drops anything, and he has a long respawn time anyway. But this one, like the fourth floor, 100% drop rate. So might as well just go there and have fun. All right, we will buy first. Oh, okay. So that wasn't losing my mind. You can't you can't do anything while you're inside the actual tower itself. I guess because they treat it like the actual like tower that you climb, not just like a random. Because technically, so the tower that you like, so the access. Do you know how you go to the capital cities and you have like a small tower there that you access, and then it has the like chaos tower that you go do? This is I'm taking the actual tower in game. Like that little node in the city teleports you to this tower, and so I think that's pretty cool that you get to see an actual in-game representation of it.
On duty.
Okay. Also for weeklies, I'm going to grab the third one, this one. I'm gonna complete this one today because the ability stones is whatever, and I'm trying to save the I'm just gonna be paranoid and keep checking this like interest list. See, someone's already getting cheeky and dropping it by like 3 gold here and there. If it hits like 6k, I'm buying it. Like if it ever gets down to 6k, like I'm buying it. You. You. Just kill all the things. Where be the thing? Let's go, baby. Yeah, because the other thing is that, like, while you're outside of Berserk mode, your attack rotation also becomes a little empty, because you kind of try not to use all of your big damaging abilities, because you kind of want to use those inside of your Berserk red dust mode. That's the other thing, is you're trying to line up, like, you also want to go into Berserk mode with red dust, because you want to get, like, 2 red dust inside of your Berserk, at least. If not more, if you have, like, a little bit higher swiftness. But generally, since you don't get swiftness as a Berserker's technique, I feel like it's pretty hard to fit in more than, like, 2 red dust, because red dust is a 30-second cooldown. And Berserk mode definitely does not last a minute. So, maybe if you get lucky with some quick recharge procs, maybe with a higher rarity of quick recharge, because mine's only an 8% chance to reduce the cooldown. No, I think it's a chance to of all cooldown times. Yeah. So it's only a -8% of the cooldown. Now, what I don't know is I don't know if it's like -8%. So, like for instance, red dust is 30 seconds, right? So if I use red dust and like I do my combo, right? I do red dust into strike wave, into the bloody rush, into the finish strike, and then say I like shoulder charge. Will it be 8% of the remaining cooldown or just 8% of like the total cooldown? 'Cause that's kind of important. I think it might be of the total cooldown. Because I don't think people would use it if it was like of the remaining cooldown. Alright, that's all the weeklies done. Open these pouches. Alright, now we're going to go to Rothan and then go to the Chaos Dungeon vendor, buy out all of her Harmony shards, and then we'll see how much it'll go because there's not a lot. That's not a lot of Harmony shards. I think it might get me to 580. I already have a couple things that I think I have one thing. I think my weapon. Yeah, my weapon's plus. Oh no, I have a couple stuff at plus 14. So I'm hoping it gets me to 580 because then I think I'll be able to do the next Chaos Dungeon, which is the 580 one, which will give me a bunch of stuff. Like it'll give me a decent amount more Harmony shards. Nice, I got 5. Yeah, 7. I'm hoping that gets me to at least plus 14 across the board. My best case scenario is it gives me enough to get plus 14 on all my armor pieces, and then lets me plus 15 my weapon. Because I have some breath saved up for my weapon. I don't think enough to like 100% it. This is where it starts. This is where it starts. Because like I feel like you eat up a lot of cost when you actually like fill it up, but the attempts themselves cost a lot of fucking shards. Like it's 960 shards per attempt. Like the fact that I failed those 2 attempts right there didn't leave me with enough shards to actually to even do the final attempt on my on like my last piece of armor. Because I think I failed on every piece once. That was like 2,700. And basically that's like is Mari's shop working? It seems they did indeed fix Mari's shop. So we're gonna see how much do I need to attempt this one? I need 3.8. You get 2.5. So if I buy 2 from Mari's shop, if there's any. $15 medium for 141. That's 15,000. Yeah, I'll take it. Definitely cheaper than if I bought it off the auction house. Check those out. How much are the blue shards going? I should have checked that too. They dipped down in price a little bit. Alright. We have plenty for attempts. Are you gonna be the piece that like... Okay, no you're not. I was like, are you gonna be the piece that hardwalls me the most? And no. Oh my god. 3? Really? Ugh. Hate when it's just that like those like, you know, there's like 3. I just want the small ones. Which I think I might have bought all the ones in the shop already. Shit. I was hoping I could save the Chaos Dungeons, but I don't think I'll be able to. I'll need to run at least one. No, actually, I'll run the first Abyssal Dungeon. The first Necromancer one isn't that hard. Oh wait, no, never mind. I got to 580, so it doesn't really... I'm not too butthurt about it. I'd like to get them to tier 2 like sooner rather than later, but that oh, and they added the board for the Abyss raid. This is the one for the Abyss raid. I can't do it yet because I haven't gotten to 1370. So, Ancient Elveria. I also wouldn't mind getting carried. A lot of people like to do their carries like at the beginning of the week of the reset. So usually your best luck at getting someone like overgeared in your run when you matchmake is at the beginning of like like on reset day or right after reset day. Those are like your two best times. What am I running? Spirit Absorption. I run Raid Captain this time. Mayhem Berserker. Tier 1 though. Oh, I think they're using the Omen set. The Deathblade. Maybe not. No, that might be the Alar set. All right. Probably didn't need to do this because I could have done a. I think the vendor. I could have checked the vendor for for the event vendor to see if how much of the stuff it gives, because I feel like it probably gives a lot for probably tier 1. I would imagine it gives the most for tier 1. Like I don't know what the shop is, but I imagine like it'll probably match like the boxes and stuff. So like the boxes give a lot of they give more materials from like the bags for shards and like whatchamacallit, for stuff like the shards, for the fragments, stuff like that. Like you generally get more for like the lower tier stuff than you do for the higher tier stuff. So like tier 3, usually like the shards, like you might get like 1,000 shards for tier for like tier 2 and tier 1, but then you'll get like 50 for like tier 3. I imagine the event vendors the same way. Like tier 3 stuff is like there's probably a significant amount of tier 1 and tier 2 stuff you can get, and probably not a lot of like tier 3 stuff. But then there's also engravings. I don't know, I'm just trying to I'm trying to figure out ways to save my Chaos Dungeon run so I can do Berserker today to get him to like just speedrun him through Yorn. Because I'm just gonna like brute force myself through Yorn today if I can get to 600. I mean, it's not. No, it is a big of a deal because that's like if I could save at least one Chaos Dungeon run for tier 2 today, it'll make it so. Oh my god. It'll make it so that that's 3 Chaos Dungeon runs for it. I definitely wouldn't, like, even if we already had the like the aura reset for that we get from the login event, I still wouldn't use it. I don't know cooldown anyway. No. Stop. Don't. Yeah, if you're doing this boss, like, don't break the orbs. The boss will break the orb by himself. So. So, you know, you're kind of like, you're slowing yourself down if you try to break the orbs. It did a lot of damage. I think it, is there, I think he might have, like, oh, what engravings is he have? Oh, that and Raid Captain. So, but yeah, if you don't know, in this first boss, like, he breaks the orb, like, when he does the spin attack. So you don't have to sit there and try to, like, time when he's gonna hit the orb, like, you know, when to break the orb so it deals damage to him when he, like, teleports to you. Like, just be cool. Be cool. Let him do his thing. Because once he does his thing, you fuck himself over. All you have to do is stand there and look pretty. And trust me, don't worry. I was also in that group of, like, you know, like, I came from WoW and, like, 14, where I thought it was, you know, in those types of games, you have to, like, time the orb break, you know. It's like, okay, so we have to, like, whittle the orb down so then we can one-shot it when the boss pops up, you know. So, like, I get it. I understand, like, the instinct to try to break that orb. Oh, no! I used all my breaths on that, too. I should have used half. Should have kept half for myself. Alright, I'm going to swap to the Scrapper early. Because I wanted to do the Grand Prix on the Scrapper anyway. So, I'm going to get on the Scrapper. I'm going to do the Grand Prix, like, right off the bat. Or at least, well, I'm going to unlock the quest for the Grand Prix right off the bat. I'll do her Chaos Dungeons. She needs to do at least one... she needs to do one Armored Lizard. Or Armored Scorpion, so that she can get, to use one of her rested bonuses. She has half of a rested bonus accrued. So I'm just gonna do one today. I'm being really lazy with her stuff, because, the Scorpion's pretty hit or miss. Because if you don't get a group where they know what, if you don't get a group that groups up for when they spawn Scorpions, and I've also done it myself where I just get frustrated instead of, like, grouping up with the rest of the team. I, like, sit there for a bit and be frustrated with it. But if you group up with your team, it becomes really easy to, like, just melt all the Scorpions if you just unload all of your AoE on them at once. It makes it so you're not it reduces the risk of dying. Like, because those Scorpions hurt, so the longer you leave them alive, the more damage they'll deal, so the more they'll kill somebody. But the higher the chance they'll kill somebody. And then if you don't kill them fast enough, they get the Lightning Aura, and that Lightning Aura, it's like a damn Mack truck. So you kind of don't want to let it get to that. Okay, we're gonna pick up the daily quest here. We're gonna accept that 150 a day. 1 second. That's 150 plus the. Well, technically, you get more than 150 a day because there's you have. I need to go to my. I had a decent spot. I think it was like over here. Because you also get from the dungeon, blood or the red yarn, the skein, the crimson skein. I don't know why they didn't just leave it as like a red yarn. Basically, what it is. Alright, I think over here. I'm gonna go down to 4. I can. Takes a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Come on. Let me change channels already. Bruh. Like, fuck off. Let me change channels. That's so annoying. They leave you in the little stupid combat state for so long after you do like the slightest thing that it takes forever to get out, and it's really frustrating. Like, look, I wasn't in combat for a good long while before the things respawned. So let me out. Let me out. Don't wanna be here no more. This is a nice little spot that if you can get it to yourself, you kind of bounce between like 3 pickups, and the mobs respawn pretty quick, and the pickups respawn pretty quick. Especially if you take a long time to jump through. Like I did there for a second. Let's see, like, getting distracted for a little bit and already respawned, baby. And a lot of times you don't even need to do the full, because if it's by yourself, sometimes you can even just bounce between like 2, and the mobs will respawn fast enough. But it's really quick. Like if you come to this section over here, you can just bounce between those 3 if you can get it by yourself. Now, if too many people go over there, you don't things don't respawn fast enough. But for the most part, you probably won't have chances are you won't have anybody over there, so it'll be fine. Alright, now we'll go to Punica, and from Punica we'll do the Grand Prix. I don't know if I have to do the Grand Prix to unlock the vendor or not. From what I understand, also the Grand Prix is once a day per roster, so I got like a cramp. Probably from punching my desk too hard earlier. From stuff like falling apart. But I'm actually really looking forward to the Grand Prix. I want like one of the like Naruni got like little dragon things as a mount. Like if they ever put one out, I think I'd probably buy it. They look cute. Or pet. I'd take a Naruni pet. The Nia village. Over here. Run over. Red Rover, Red Rover. Go on over to the Grand Prix Rover. Grand Prix, Grand Prix. Oh wait, no, that's not the Grand Prix. That's I mistook the reputation quest for it. I thought it was weird that I saw the pinkish exclamation point, but I didn't see the circle nearby. Because usually the Grand Prix lady is next to the circle. Hello. Kind of Grand Prix. The race. Once per roster per day.
The sun here is so warm.
And it starts soon
Not like
because
it.
it's on the top of the hour, like Chaos Gates are. All right. So honing materials. How many can we get? There's a weekly roster limit. Oh, but it's so you can get 15. That'll be good. That'll be another 15,000. Solar blessings. Okay, so these are untradeable. Which for some people would be like, oh, that's unfortunate. But if these were tradable, it would tank the prices down pretty hard. Or for the market. So I don't think that's too bad. You can get Una. Yo, this is insane. Select the 5. Oh my god. These are so good. Oh my god. You can get 10 pay-ons? Bro, sign me up. Legendary card pack. Once a week. So every week for this event, you can get 4 legendary. You get 4 chances at getting legendary card packs to complete your stuff. Yo, this vendor is fucking crazy. Then special sales, you have engravings. I can have a fancy Naruni hat. Bro, it looked fabulous. To be honest, like they could have given me like a full Naruni outfit and I'd use it on this character, like in a heartbeat.
Like an Arcadia.
Alright, yeah, so I have to set it up for this character. What is it? Apocalypse, that's what I want, right? Yep. Yep, I want that Apocalypse one. At least I would like it, because that just went up a little bit more. Because it was like 10,000 earlier. Yeah, the 2 at 10.5 got bought. I feel like I lost touch, and I think like Scrapper became more popular than I expected, like overnight almost. Because a lot of their stuff went up in price. A little simple. I don't know if it's for me. I feel like I'd like a little bit something more on my staffs. What does the Bard stuff look like? Abyss Heart. That doesn't look bad. I don't know how I feel about the wings though. Like double wings, it makes it look a little weird. To me, personally. Let's see. Did anybody put up any of for the Dead Eyes? There it is, the Apocalypse gun. Okay, so it is. It's just like a it's no, oh, no, I think. Oh no, I think it's just because it's not the blue one. I think the blue one is too dark, so you can't really see the effects very good. So like if we go over to Gunslinger and we look for no, not that one. This one. Yeah, see the blue, like it's too dark. It's too dark, so you can't really tell the effect. The green one's not as bad, but it's still a little too dark in my opinion. I think the Greed or the Covetous. Yeah. The Covetous one is pretty good, but I think the Apocalypse one is definitely the best for being able to see all the details on the gun. That's my personal opinion on it, at least. Let's see what the Artillerist one looks like. That one looked pretty good in the preview shots. The Dark Launcher. That's pretty cool. I feel like that's definitely one of the better like models. Because like the Lawmaker one to me just looks weird. With the ram sticking out. Like, I feel like if they just made the whole like gun part, like the ram head, and then just have like the gun poking out of the ram head. I think that makes it would have made it look a little better. but he's okay. He's okay. Oh, he's got the greed sword. That's the sword I want to get. Berserker weapons. Someone bought one of the 7.5 ones. The Abyss one went up in price. Reed sword stayed the same. Oh, what is the equipment chest? Are any of the armor like cheapish? Oh, this changes your hair though. I don't know if I like that. I was thinking of getting the helmet because like there's weapons I want down the line for Scrapper, but I don't really have like armor that I'm like, yeah, I want that. We all ready for the Grand Prix. No. That quest giver is a trap. You're gonna try to get into the Grand Prix, and then you're gonna that quest is gonna be like, here, talk to me, and it's like, no, don't touch me. I got shit to do. All right, so we'll do the Grand Prix. We'll see how much that gives. After the Grand Prix, we'll go do the whatchamacallit, the Chaos dungeons for this character. And then after that, I'll hop back over to I'll hop back over to the Berserker, and then trade in his coins for the pouches and try to get the. I know those patches aren't going to be enough to give me 15,000 or to plus 15. Like I'll get because it's only 15,000 shards, so so it's definitely. Oh, this is cool. I've seen like to me it's a little surreal because you got headbutt, you got shoot to stun the target, you got the poop bomb, and then you can tough it out. You used to use a stack to gain temporary invulnerability. Can be charged using items in specific zones. But like I've watched people do this, so it's a little surreal to me. To actually finally get to play it. So I'm actually kind of stoked. I'm actually really stoked. I feel like some people were probably like, oh, whatever, it's just the blah blah blah. But for me, I'm pretty stoked. Oh, that's their tier 3 stuff. See, that looks more Shadow Hunter than any of the previous stuff it did. Oh, those are the sunset. Those look pretty cool. Makes me curious what like the regular Chaos Dungeon stuff looks like. I already read the guy. Yeah, we read the guy. We can shoot, we can poop, we can invulnerability, we can headbutt things. I am super excited. Let's see who can do it. Do it. Because from what I understand, it's this is like a team-based thing. So I think right now we're already split into our teams. Like I think we're blue, and then maybe the other. I think the other team is already in their thing. So, but basically, it's 2 teams next, like fighting each other, and you're kind of just like trying to, you know, it's a team effort. If I'm mistaken. So, you know, some people are gonna try to zoom ahead. Some other people are gonna try to like slow people down and stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, people, you can see on the map that there's nothing back there. Like, this is the way we got to go. We got to go. First, but where's the? All right, how much? All right, I don't. There we go. There we go. We go. We go. Oh, he got a headbutt. There we go. That's a pretty quick time thing. Well, what the? Oh, I forgot about that. There's like little event things, like, because from my understanding, this is like they added this like a going down memory lane kind of thing for like the Korean players, well, for the other regions. So I'm kind of curious how like how it'll work for us. Cause like for instance, we don't have him yet. This guy, the lightning guy, like he comes later, in tier 3, because we don't even have the page that he's on unlocked yet. So that's what you get. Gotta get him with the sweet dodges. Yeah, and this is Gate of Paradise right here. Second boss. He's kind of a pain. And the Patuki. Oh, this is our coming soon. This is Argos, who we just got today. Ooh. You love much. Oh, I think this is for Kakul Saito, the clown one. Oh, there's Volton. That's what we're waiting on. Those are our future Legion raids. So, this is pretty cool. Also, I'd really like to be able to be one of these Narunis. Like transformation. No, I didn't get to eat. 730 though, that gives a lot. That's pretty cool. I wanted to eat one of the cupcakes. Victory. I think this is great. Like, I think this is fantastic. I get the feeling there's probably gonna be a lot of people that don't like it. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I gotta do this thing for this other stuff," and it's like, bruh, it's an event. It's real quick. I mean, it is a little slow on the startup. It does take like 3 years to get done, to get like in it. But once you're in it, it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. All right, so now I have 1100. All right, so we're gonna go do our chaos dungeons. So we can get more coins, just to make extra sure that my berserker can get all of the shard pouches. He should be able to, but I just want to make extra sure. Kind of sucks that the jump from here to here is 1325. I want purple gear. I want purple gear, but I'll push up after I do my weekly Arc of Arrogance run on this character for gold in a card attempt. Hopefully I can get a preemptive strike stone out of this. today. That'll definitely speed this up. Because Taijutsu has a lot of moves that would definitely benefit from Preemptive Strike. Because like at first I thought it was like an individual mob basis. Like, you know, if you've hit a mob before, it won't get the crit, and if you haven't. But now I realize it's really simple. It's like, are you doing a move? Yes. Is it hitting a mob that you haven't hit before? Yes. Then everything is getting crit. Like, that's kind of the parameters for it. It's like, is this move hitting a target that is at full health? If yes, then that move now crits. So it doesn't care if you're hitting other things that you haven't, that you've already dealt damage to, you know? So it's pretty cool. Also, I'm just going to change back to Chain Destruction Fist. I've tried to make some of the other stuff, like, work out, but it just doesn't. It's not the same. There we go. I mean, granted, that was relatively quick as it was, so with Preemptive Strike, it'd be even faster, even nicer. Because I just gotta need a full speed, baby. Oh. Punchy, 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 punchy. Catch these hands. That's what honing does to me when I try to hone. Like, gotta catch these hands, buddy. I don't have enough points to give that. Do I? No, I don't, because I did the shift click. So yeah, I don't have enough points to give that the rock spikes to make it deal the real damage. I also just need to get Taijutsu level 3. That's the biggest thing holding me back right now. I don't have any level 3 engravings on this character. But I need Taijutsu level 3. I have an Adrenaline level 1, so that's pretty good. What else? Ooh, boss room. I don't remember if his stuff is tradable though. He gives. So, we'll see. Hit you up? Okay. So it's just like, it's pretty good. Alright. Call that GG. Good chunk of gold, some shards. I'm kind of hoping I get a boss room on my Berserker so you can get some extra shards. But yeah, I'm not too much in a rush for oh shit, I gotta wait 5 seconds. Oops. I forgot to swap back. So I hope he gets it so he can get more shards. I don't think with the way my honing rates went earlier and the fact that like I failed the 15 on the weapon earlier, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get to 600 today. So that's a bit unfortunate, but not much we can do about it. We just gotta keep carrying on. I am curious at their thought process behind not increasing honing rates. Like, for the March update, because like they kept saying how they wanted to get us up fast and stuff like that. But first of all, unfortunately, this game isn't really designed in a way to get a region up and running as quickly as NAEU is getting up and running, or at least that they're trying to get EU up and running. Because there's a lot to learn in this game between just tripods, engraving, skill runes, boss mechanics, class mechanics. Like, most good MMOs to have a pretty decent learning curve to them. Even like World of Warcraft, and which is, I would say, on like the simpler side for overall stuff, like classes, how they play, stuff like that. You know, there's a very simple talent tree system, all that kind of stuff. Cause like 14, I get, well, 14 now is relatively simple. When I first picked it up, 14 was relatively complicated. The combat style, like you gotta alternate a lot of different combos, and now like combos in 14 are relatively straightforward. So that's probably another one. The complexity there is more in the boss mechanics, and in 14 they do a pretty good job of the markers stay the same, right? So if you see a marker for something in a dungeon, chances are, if you see that in a boss fight, you have like a 90% chance that your brain's gonna go, oh, I know what to do here, and it's gonna just like understand how to do that mechanic properly, or at least like attempt to do that mechanic properly. And that's one of I would say that's probably one of 14's strong suits, really. Let's see, heavy armor, dice stacker, barricade. This, let's save this. Are any of these any better than what I have? Ooh, crit 159. That is actually really good. Crit 109. If that was a crit one, that would be even better. Specialization. Crit 158. We got some good crit earrings. Specialization, endurance. Expertise, crit dom. I have crit swiftness. Specialization, swiftness. Endurance. Specialization. Domination. Nothing too crazy. I was hoping there would probably be some that I could also like sell on the side. Ooh, what does this belong to? There's Tiger Strike. Don't really use it. Continuous push. Nice. Let's see. Time earring. They're both the same earring. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. What's on this one? Stabilize status. Yeah, no. Maybe if scouters were out, that'd be worth something, but between the broken bone and whatever, nope, not worth. Run this one again. Get our other 100 event coins. And then we'll go back to the Berserker and see how far we can push him. And once we're done messing around on the Berserker, we will we'll come back and just start doing the dailies, the other dailies, like the Unitas dailies on this character and stuff. I need to check what like what reputations I'm almost done with for this character. Start doing some other ones, because the Fate and dailies are really easy and quick, so I'll have replacements once those reputations are done. They give a good chunk of leap stones. Okay, this character has a pretty decent stockpile of like bound leap stones. They got 205. So I will say that like I'll probably start pushing now with the event materials, because and I need to go buy like stuff from like the blood shard vendors and stuff like that, because the materials are still a really good price right now, so I don't plan on using unbound materials to push too far. Oh, I killed too much shit here. Oh. So basically I think I'm gonna start trying to push based off of what I can push from using the event shop and the like weekly stuff. Like basically all the sources of weekly stuff. Because with that done, I think I might be able to get to 1325. I probably won't do it like today. I'll probably do it tomorrow, because I think I'll do an Arc of Arrogance run again today just for the gold on this character, because he can pretty much speed run through that stuff relatively easily. I miss when... Sometimes I do miss my shock training build, because To me, shock training was fun. I still think it's the more fun out of the two builds between shock training and taijutsu, but definitely and apparently in Korea there was a shock training scrapper or infighter that kept up relatively well with a sorceress who had a stronger weapon. The sorceress did. So shock training is good. Like, it's really strong. It definitely probably just needs more gear to get the big meaty numbers out, and it really needs oh, taking a sweet time to load. It really needs knowledge on the fight, because like it has a lot of moves where even with Galewind runes, I don't think it really like saves it. So from like the long cast times, basically. I will say, I think for Scrapper, if I had to say something I'd like for them to redo is change, like I think Death Rattle should be a charge ability. I think Death Rattle and like Supernova. Well, Supernova probably wouldn't be as easy to turn into a charge ability, but Death Rattle should definitely be a charge ability. I feel like Chain Destruction Fist should be a charge ability, or at least a combo ability. I feel like Scrapper should be able to, like, I feel like it's weird that you run Supercharge on a Scrapper. Like, I feel like Scrapper is kind of, with how slow the abilities are to get off, I feel like it was almost designed in mind to use Supercharge at some point, and then they kind of just like went away from that. It's kind of the feel I get sometimes, because like it has charge abilities, and it has charge abilities with pretty good tripods on it. It's just that the numbers on them are too low, or the skill itself is wonky. Like what is it? Critical Blow. I feel like that the tripods on that skill for what it needs to do isn't good enough. Shredding Strike is another one that, for being something that's supposed to be an alternative to Death Rattle, because it's another shock ability that consumes all of your shock. I don't think it's good enough. Like, it's like the tripods are pretty lackluster in comparison, and it's just weird. Critical Blow, having a tripod that increases the stagger damage of your surrounding party, is very, very niche and very, I think even for like, the fact that corrosive bombs exist basically invalidates that tripod. So it becomes a question of why even does that tripod exist? To me, at least. What was the thought process behind putting a tripod in a game for, well, I mean, maybe at the time, because I also have to remember that Scrapper is like one of the original classes. So maybe like these are just abilities that have been they haven't had time to go back and like, you know, mess around with and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just find myself questioning sometimes like the things they do for choices, because it's just weird. Like, some of the design choices are just odd to me. Like, they don't make sense to me. Like, why would you, especially when you consider that Scrapper released with like Destroyer, Gunlancer, Berserker, which are three very strong stagger classes, which don't really need like, if they needed more stagger, you would just have one of the, like, they would just bring a corrosive bomb, or you would have someone else bring a corrosive bomb for them to use. So, because as long as corrosive bombs exist, like, that tripod's worthless. Not to mention the cooldown on Critical Blow is 20 seconds, and then you can shorten it down to 16 seconds for a 6-second 20% stagger increase. It's I don't think it's good enough. I don't think Tendon Rupture is enough damage, and I think well, Muscle Rupture is definitely for like PvP, so I think that's fine. I think having tripods that are blatantly for PvP and ones that aren't is fine. Mastery is pretty good. Super Thermal Wave makes no sense, in my opinion. personally. Like, it's basically making it like an execute, and then at that point, why not just bake that into the ability itself and then give another tripod? I think this one's really good though. I think this tripod is good. I just wish it also gave it some more damage. Because, like, it just doesn't have any tripods that really make it feel work. And the reason I say this is because I want to use this ability. Like, I think this ability is really cool to use. Because it's the whole, like, internal damage concept of, like, martial arts. Where, you know, you're punching someone and the way you're doing it is you're funneling the force into a point so that internally it, like, disrupts their systems. Like, it's a really cool concept. Cutting Strike, I just think is like a weird ability, to be honest. It's kind of whatever. Okay, this, the inventory, this to the inventory. Then I go up here and I apply to my gear. And I go over here and I apply this to my gear. Thank you. And then we can dismantle these. And we are good to go. There's Tiger Strike. No, not you. Do I have any level 2 gems? I'm willing to... No, I only have level 3 gems. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I had like one level 2 gem I could like throw down to reroll. Death Rattle, Dragon's Advent, Battering Fist. I think I'm gonna... do this. What do I get? Supernova? Alright, this one I'll refacet. Because, I definitely have, plenty of options when it refacets into the same exact ability. Iron Cannon Blow. I use that a lot because that's a relatively short cooldown. At 16 seconds. I had a way to like... this way. There we go. I think that's the easiest way to like... get those down. Yeah, because from what I understand, tier 2 gems have half... they have half effectiveness in tier 3 content. Yeah. Its effects are reduced by 50%. So, like, for instance, this is 4.5% damage. So this was a 7.5% damage, which now I've basically put, like, basically doubled, almost. So, well, I gave it a 4.5% increase there, so that move will do a lot of damage. So, this is slow going. So, like, this is a 5%, 5%, 15%. Actually, I think they might have already gotten their changes. I think this might be it with the nerf, maybe? In place already? I don't remember how much the level 5 gen gave me when I was, oh, you know, because it's plus 15. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, no, because I think those are cooldowns. Yeah, those are 5% cooldown reductions. So yeah, so for gems, probably the easiest way to get them out of your presets to sell them is just put them in your roster bank and then take them back out real quick. It's a lot easier than trying to do the stupid shit of I think this is worse. Yeah, because it's still 7.5. It'll still take a couple levels of the tier 3 ones to replace. Oh, right. Time to sell these babies. 57 gold. Do another 1,000 when those sell. I don't know. Need to search market. Yeah, okay, 92. These will take a little bit to sell though. They went up in price though. I think they were still like 80 gold yesterday. That was pretty good though. I don't think anything spawned for merchants. Don't show. Nope. I'm pretty sure that like Carta hasn't had a way merchant spawn yet, and I've watched like people on like NA West play, and I know Mari's gotten it twice already, and I'm kind of like, I would very much like to have a thingamajig spawn. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna get back on the Berserker. We're gonna buy out all the shard pouches from the exchange lady. I forgot to open my mail to see what was in there. Whatchamacallit. So we're gonna buy all the stuff that the Berserker can buy to try to upgrade. And then with whatever's left over, I think I might have enough left over. I'll probably buy the legendary card to open, see what we get. Hopefully we'll get like a Delay in Armin or Carmine card. If I would sell my kingdom, my small stronghold kingdom for, 10 uncommon selector cards, so I can just select the last like 10 solaces I need. So, oh, interest list. I'm so tempted to just buy that at 7.5. Oh, this came down though. Wait, the green one came down? The green one came down a lot. Worth. Oh my god, that looks so good. Oh my god. So excited. That's so good. Worth every penny. I don't even care if it goes like, comes down like half the price later. It was worth it to me. Yeah, see? Someone put it up. I think they might have messed up. I think they might have thought that they were putting up an apocalypse sword. But they put up a greed sword. Or maybe they did it knowingly. Maybe they knew that people would get it. But basically this means that unless this comes down in price really far, I'm not buying these apocalypse gauntlets anytime soon. If at all. To be honest, like I doubt I'll buy it like at all, because the whatchamacallit. Hold on, let me see if any of these are any good. No, because I don't care for Ambush Master. Heavy Armor, Master's Tenacity. Spirit Absorption with what? With Fortitude? I might try it, see if I can get better luck on it that time. Yeah, no. The rest of these are kind of whatever. The rest of those are kind of meh. Alright, we're gonna go over to the trader, to the event vendor. We're gonna buy out the weekly Harmony Shard bags. That'll be another 15,000. And then we will try to we'll see how far that gets us. Funding materials, exchange. 15. 250 exchange for that. Weekly roster limit, that's another 200 here. I'll look into buying these later. Well, I'll exchange for that. I definitely don't want to forget about those. Yeah, and then I think I'll wait. Oh, these are also weekly limit. Oh, but these aren't, you can sell these if you wanted to. That's interesting. They made the haunting mats bound, but they didn't make the the well, that came down in price a lot. You can tell a lot more people are in tier 2 now. Hopefully someone will buy that. 50 gold is 50 gold though. Those used to go for a lot more. Alright, what do we get? Who do we get? Shandi? I mean, I'm not particularly complaining, but it is slightly unfortunate since he's one of the guaranteed cards. So I was kind of hoping to get, I was kind of hoping to get, like, one of the other ones. But that's even one step closer to awakening. Basically now all I'm waiting on is 10 more Soulless cards. And right, 10 more? Yeah. I need 3, 7, 5. Yeah, I need 10 more Soulless cards, and then I need like either one more King Thyrane for when I get his like other one, or I need like 2 of, you know, Armin, Delay, and Armin. Well, one more Armin or 2 Delay and Armin and Carmine. The Berserker's been pretty good on the luck so far with the cards. To be honest, that's the legendary card pack. It's like 50-50 if you get some good or not. A bit. Because I definitely, like, I personally don't want anything from the Light Awakening set yet. Like, I personally think that, I'm personally hoping that I get, I'd like to complete the Cliff set. First and foremost. Ooh, he's out of deep stones. Interesting. I guess they do get pretty expensive, once you get up this high. So, but that's alright. That is a-okay. Alright, here we go. Leapstone. At 20. Like, that's only enough for like one attempt. So I'm gonna buy the ones from the vendor also over here. And then I'll probably still have to go buy from the other weekly sources. I'm running out of stuff. That's fine, I can get this. I mean, I still have like, whatchamacallit. Let's see. Like, this will cost 500 to get 150 destruction stones. This will cost 500 to get, what is that, 450 guardian stones. And I still have like Necrosena and stuff like that, so. Like, I still haven't done guardian raids on this guy yet. I'm just trying to push him as high as I can before I start doing the guardian raids. I am not gonna do Titleos though. I'm just gonna go do Chromanium because he's super fast and super easy. Not out of the shards. Yep. I kind of guessed as much that was gonna happen. I'm guessing that's for an achievement for. We're on the last sprint, fellas. We're halfway to finishing the achievement for Hones. Oh, that's crazy. I only have 65 failures? That's actually pretty good for having a character, you know, a T3 character a character in tier 2, and then another character almost in tier 2. 65 is not bad. It's definitely pretty good. This I definitely won't get until deeper into tier 2. Yeah, I've transferred gear a lot. I've refaceted more times than I should have. 203, that's fucking crazy. Use gems. I've gotten that without noticing. Alright, so now we're gonna go do this. To me, I think like I don't care so much for Argos for like gear wise, even though I'm definitely looking forward to getting or whatever his gear looks like. I'm more just sad because I want to like, he's an extra fight, he'd be fun, even though I'd only be able to do phase 1 anyway, because I'm not someone who could put up with the getting blocked all the time shenanigans. So I need to open. Will you give me some destruction bombs, please? You know what? Fuck it. You want me to use corrosive bombs? I'll use corrosive bombs. It doesn't mean anything to me. Get some more. I wonder, like, I'm curious how many coins you get per soul harvest. Alright. Berserker, Paladin, Gunslinger, and no, that's Deadeye, isn't it? Oh shit. Double check that. That sword looks so cool though. Oh, I know why I like it. I like it because it reminds me of War from Darksiders. I really liked War's like sword. There we go. Do this, hit this, then I'm gonna go into this. Oh, that almost gave me enough too. If I had a little bit more specialization, I probably would have gotten into Berserk mode there. Will definitely put me in there. Nice. There we go. I should have held off on that turret bit. I didn't have anything up to capitalize on it. That was a mistake. Oh, misread that. This one? Two? I also don't know if quick recharge works on just casting the ability or on like if you have to hit with it. Stop. You gonna do the other one? Nope. Stop. You gonna do the other one? Rest in peace, sorcerers. I always try to ping for warning. Come on, come on, give me. Oh, he's leaving. That's unfortunate. Means we're gonna have to break a shell again. But I almost have Berserker mode, so we should be able to break it relatively quickly. Or no, does he get? No, actually no. I think it's just the stagger him. Yeah. I think they have the Omen weapon for the gunslinger. Yeah, I feel like, man, the Omen weapons are so good. They're so well designed. Oh, I was in a position for that. I shouldn't have used that ability. Oh, oh. Can you do the second one? Oh. Oh. I thought I timed that good enough. Oh, nice. Oh. Second stop. Water slide USA, baby. I didn't realize people had died to the stop twice. I never saw the sorceress die, didn't. Because that was just unfortunate timing. He's almost dead. Oh, we're doing it again. Ooh. Little tight in here. A little too chunky to be in here. One, two. There we go. So I got 3 Berserker modes in that, and I think that was a relatively quick Chromanium also. I think I did pretty good. I think I got pretty lucky on the yeah, 7 minutes. So I got 3. I was able to get 3 Berserkers, even though one was like at the very end. I got 3 Berserkers in 7 minutes. That's in my opinion, that's pretty good, especially for tier 1, because you don't have a lot of stats at tier 1. So I didn't pay attention to how many whatchamacalls them. How many coins it gave? Even I think I was at like 300. Okay, so it's 100 coins. I think everything just gives you 100 coins. Down to roster. Domination. Swiftness, endurance. Okay. Yeah, I did it with Raid Captain. I want to use Awakening, but I don't. I have level 7 on this, so if I had, I don't think I have 3 levels though. If I had 3 levels of it, I'd be using that, because level 2 I think is when it really starts to hit home. I want to get more Raid Captain, to be honest. 1, 2, 6. Because I feel like I feel like level 2 raid captain would be pretty good. But let's see, where's my spirit absorption stuff? I think for now, spirit absorption is probably better because it gives me more attack speed. So, I'll be able to do that. Let's see, this was spirit absorption. That. Alright, so mine had 5. No, still wouldn't be enough. I was thinking that if I could get if I could somehow luck out all 9, which will, oh no, this, it only has 8 anyway. So if I had 8 or a 9 stone, like a legendary version of it, and I could have lucked out like all of the stones for it, I feel like it would be pretty good. Matchmaking, Chromanium. But I really enjoy Berserker's technique. The whole ebb and flow back and forth, like, do the thing you gotta do. That's pretty good. Slash, make sure I have it right. Okay, yeah, the focus one is up. Yeah, I feel like a dumbass when I looked at the, when I finally looked at it and I saw that I was just stupid. Because I thought it didn't have a focus node for Tempest Slash. Then I realized it does. And I'm like, why the hell did I not see that? Here. Has to be up top. Unless they missed it. Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be up top if they didn't miss him anywhere. Oh, he started with Burrito Night, huh? I wish he had a lower cooldown destruction or weak point ability. Actually, no, Maelstrom. I was gonna be like, oh well, maybe Maelstrom, but no, Maelstrom I don't think has a weak point affix on it. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to do, but when you pull off the counter on a Berserker, it's pretty satisfying. It's also one of the most whimsical, like, counter animations I've ever seen. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, nice, immune. Okay, fuck. What do I think about your stupid little blue orb? God, I have so much attack speed when I have this much, when I have, like, level 2 spirit absorption, it's insane how much attack speed it gets me. Get everything. Up. You gonna do the second one? Nope. One. I think maybe like I'm using Raid or Spirit Absorption because I'm thinking that might be better long term, but I think in reality using Awakening at lower levels is probably the way to go. Because you can get your awakening out more. I think when you get higher specialization, it's better to that's when it's better to do like Spirit Absorption Raid Captain instead, because the way I look at it is you don't have enough specialization in raw stats to really. Oh, I missed it there. Shit. To really keep up with it. Oh, she got so lucky. Get out of here! Get that shit out of my house. God, it's so good! It's got like 2 pixels of range though. It's definitely better than Gun Lancers though, because Gun Lancer definitely has like a 0 pixel fucking move that it does. But it can be pretty tight sometimes. That's why the speed boost is 5 minutes. Ooh, yeah, that one was tight. We were speed running that stuff. Bro, we were speed running that stuff. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, that one had my heart pumping a little bit because I was going quick. I was focused. I got that spirit absorption. I was fast as fuck, boy. Like, oh shit. That was pretty satisfying. That was pretty satisfying, if you ask me. My heart's still pumping. I'm not gonna lie. In here. Ooh, nice. Good to go. Bang, 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 bang. Bangity, bang, bangity, bang. I need to go. Where's the Abyss Trader? Is that this guy? No, that's the Bloodstone guy. I need to go to the Abyss Trader to try to like trade in my stuff for more purple stones to see if I can get a better one. I already bought from you. Yeah, right. I bought the yeah, I bought those. Do you have leap stones though? You do have leap stone. I'd like all 4. Yeah, it's not much, but it's still something. I forgot to put field research up. But, so that didn't give us any shards though, because it's Guardian Raids, and unfortunately you don't really get shards from Guardian Raids. Yeah, Abyss Trade's all the way over there. So I'm gonna do my Chaos Dungeons, because I am close. Like, I think I might be able to get, because I'm missing 3 pieces to get to 600. So even if I don't get it today, I will for sure get it tomorrow. I'm like 90% sure I'll get it tomorrow. I'm hoping I can get it today though, so that way I don't have to like burn tomorrow's like Chaos Dungeons for it. Because I'll get it tomorrow by burning Chaos Dungeons, so. But oh my god, I'm so glad I bought this sword. It looks so good. To me, that's worth 7k. The Northern Lawmaker stuff is definitely not worth 7k, but Omen stuff, bro, I'll 7k that shit all day. That one back up to 9 point. Actually, no, that went down a little bit more. That one I'll definitely sit on and wait. I'd like a chess piece that's not super expensive, which is probably going to end up being one of the Northern Lawmaker stuff, which is fine because I like the Northern Lawmaker stuff on the Warriors. So let's see. I'll pin that for now, because I doubt that's going to stay for that price with Omens. I think it's at that price now because there's not very many Omen things out. So I need to put my Preemptive Strike stone on. I think as more Omen skins come out, it'll probably push down that price because people won't buy them. They'll probably want Omen skins instead. And since the Omen skins are relatively similar in price to the Northern Lawmaker sets right now, even though the Northern Lawmaker sets are, you could say, more limited because you really can't get them anymore. For now, because we also don't know if they'll make a comeback for new classes. I do think that the Omen sets, because they'll also be limited, because that it'll probably push down the Northern Lawmakers a bit. Probably not by much though. Like, I'm just hoping for another couple thousands to be something to be within my price range. To me right now is the best time for me to buy skins because a lot of people are still buying mats for a really expensive price because they're trying to all push to Argos, and they're trying to push through Argos because Argos is not 1370. Like, people forget that Argos is 1370, 1385, and then 1400. So people are gonna at least be trying to push to 1385, and the rates for honing right now like aren't very good. So people brute forcing it are gonna spend a lot of gold to try to get there. But this is a really good chance if you're someone who's like me, who you don't really care too much about doing something like day one. Like, look, this is the best time as a free-to-play player to really make money. Like, you're not gonna make whale money, but you're gonna make more money than you would if you would just try to push yourself. With that in mind, I definitely feel that it's also a good time where if you're free to play and you want to make get skins and stuff, well, this is the time to do it because since people are going to be buying your mats for a lot of money, you're gonna get a lot of gold, and you're gonna be able to you can make like about for just doing, if you have one character in tier 3 and then you only and you sell all of the stuff he makes, and maybe you do a little bit we're not even gonna consider infinite chaos because I didn't do infinite chaos much of it all last week. But basically, with the prices things are at right now, you can basically make like about 4K a day, roughly, on NA East. I will also preface this with NA East. So, you make 4K a day, you buy a skin for 8K, you recoup that money in 2 days. And then you make more the next days after. Like, this is the time if you want to make, you want to buy luxuries like skins and stuff. This is probably your best time to do it because once more people get into tier 3 and more people get higher, they're not going to be buying as much mats. So, and there might be another rush with like Bolton, but they've already said they're adjusting the cadence, which means that my understanding of that is that they're going to slow down they're either going to slow down the raids releases or they're going to give us higher honing rates. Either one of those makes materials much cheaper. Like, people aren't going to spend that much money on materials. So it's still going to drive the market down. So you're better off just, wait for that time, Wait for when the honing rates are better. Wait for when the materials are cheaper to buy. Like, that's just the best way to do things. Also, if you wait, by the time you get to Argos, you'll have more people, at that gear score to do it. Because the other problem is that, a lot of people who are at the gear score to do Argos, a lot of them have a group of friends usually that they're playing this with. So either that or they're a streamer, like a bigger streamer. So it means they'll find people to do it. So, they have already, as an average player, if you don't have people to play with, I really don't think it's worthwhile to brute force your way to 1370. Uh, so you know, so right now I think it's probably the also and like just this is different from other MMOs. I feel like that's the thing from like Western MMOs. Like, I'm not gonna say all Eastern MMOs are like this because I've definitely played some other Eastern MMOs where uh, it's very rush. They definitely want like try to push you to get in there. I know I've seen a lot of people being like, "Hey, I saw on the forum someone was like, "You just made this game really pay to win." I'm like, not really, because the amount of people at 1370 like were already at 1370. Like they were paying to win anyway. So I don't think this really made the game any more pay to win than it like already was, I guess you could say. Oh, that'd be really good if it had Berserker's technique on it. So it's just like, also I think like pay to win in this game is a bit of a misnomer because like, bruh, just chill out. Just chill out. Those like we haven't. I don't think the Argos gives any title or achievement or anything for being like world first or something like that. So I think you're fine. I think you'll be okay. All right. Do I have enough to? Yes, I have enough to do anything. Nice. And my pants? Not enough. Unfortunate. Bruh. 1,200 fucking points. 1,200 shards. And that's with the honing rates applied. The reduced like shard cost. Oh no, these were always too. Shield piercing, broken bone. Ambush master, lightning fury. Neither of those are very good. What was this again? Meh. Alright. I think I should have enough to do. I might be able to get one more piece of gear to plus 15. I mean, part of me is sad, but I also have to remember this character, like this Berserker, isn't even a week old yet. I had so many mats saved up from the Shadow Hunter, which I've burned through pretty much all of. Like, I had thousands of mats saved up. So, like, it takes a lot to get up there, even with like the honing, like even with the higher honing rates and stuff like that. It took a lot of shards, like a shit ton of shards, really, or fragments. I'd say the whatchamacalls, like I don't even know if I have enough. Wait, do I have? Actually, never mind, I have plenty more. It's all good. I'd forgotten that I had restocked up today. But like, I've gone through so many of these fragments, dude. So many fragments. I thought I would have had enough of the leap stones, but I didn't. I also just realized that I missed the island because I wasn't paying attention because I was so wrapped up in what I was doing, because I forgot that I lost like an hour of time. But I feel like that also just shows that I was just having a blast today. But that's where we'll call it for the stream. I appreciate y'all for watching. I hope your Lost Ark is going fantastic, and I hope you kind of pace yourselves and have a bit more fun with the game. I really feel like this game really shines when you kind of just take a step back and kind of play at your own pace and not, get swept up in what people online say or at like other posts and stuff like that. Like all the stuff you read online, all that kind of stuff, like a lot of people, they'll do it and they'll talk about they'll be like, oh, you have to be 1370 for Argos. Oh, you have to be like, Just take it easy. The only one I've seen, like, I've seen a lot of people be like, you really have to be 14, 15 for Vaulton. But if they don't do anything with the honing rates, like, I'm not going to be 14, 15 for Vaulton. I can tell you that much. Because if they keep Vaulton next month and they don't do anything with the honing rates, like, forget about it, you know? Forget about it. So, take it at your own pace. Have fun. Don't get burnt out. And I'll catch you guys next time. Now it's time for me to go figure out what the hell is wrong with OBS. Peace out.